Okay. Yeah. Just let's see. We've got almost everybody inside
It's loading.
20.
You'll see me in there in a moment. That's close enough. Good enough for government work. Right. That's where we left off. This fight.
Yep. It's actually over.
Well, I mean, that's where we still left off.
All right. So what now?
All right. Well, I guess it's up for you guys to decide because you defeated these big old plant things, and the little caterpillary fungus has escaped through some more of the fungus.
Yeah. Cormac burns a spell to heal himself. Yeah, I know he
Okay.
burned a spell to heal secret or heal Kudu. He's gonna burn one to heal himself this third
You
level.
do that.
Well, 20 seems to be working a little better this week.
Oh, that's good.
A little better. I mean, it's still kind of... Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. I just tried moving my token.
You're not supposed to say anything. That's
I ruined it. It moved my token 1 square. It's progress. We're getting there. Alright, maybe I'll try it in another browser.
That would be odd if it was.
So Gus gets to the top, just climbing up there.
Yep.
And looks around and just says,
Everyone doing okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark, you look a little worse for wear.
It was a strange thing up here, but it ran away.
Jane's not physically hurt.
I assume that the strange thing you're referring to is that strange little caterpillar-looking creature.
Yeah.
Well, where did it head out to?
It went the opposite way we're going, right? Like away from the door?
We don't know where it went. It
Well,
scurried away.
it crawled this way.
Let's see.
I can't see on the map yet because I'm still loading back in on.
Yeah.
We tried on
not
Edge.
towards the doors, basically.
If my computer freezes, then we all know what happened.
That fungal wall down there. It
I get rid of these
leads to
tokens.
another opening. I was investigating it with my eye earlier, and I saw that it's partially translucent. We could cut it down if we wish to go ahead and investigate that area if needed, lest we get snuck up on by that thing. Otherwise, we can carry on through the doors if needed.
Cormac, you said you healed?
Yeah, you You're healed for 41 or 42, the one right before we got off last session. And then I just healed myself for 28.
Okay.
It's just taking a second for me to plug it in.
Oh, my hand hurts.
You know, it's weird. I've been playing around with the tokens and stuff like that, and for some reason, they only lag when they're on the token layer. Like, I can move around GM layer stuff. Like,
Huh, that is weird. So the solution is to put my token on the map layer.
But
the
you
GM
can't
layer.
control it.
Yeah, it's fine. At least we can move it though. Correct it.
You do it,
That
Game
is
Master.
weird.
It's your job now. I'm done with this lag.
I can like see these two squares. That's kind of weird. Like just those squares.
Yeah, there's a crack in there.
oh, there is? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, I
it's
can fix
just
that.
it's a slight crack. Gus was able to see partially through while he was one square down, but it was like a literal sliver. So I was like, I'm not gonna fuss
I can
over
just
it.
see these squares, which is like the whole square is like revealed just for those two. Which it looks like it's just the inside of a wall, so it's not really.
Yeah,
all
I'm
that
not gonna
interesting.
bother worrying about it.
Yeah, I just think it's funny.
Well, that's the thing with these types of programs, especially when you're having to deal with the dynamic lighting system. That's just how it goes.
Yeah, it's alright.
I imagine that Unity is going to have a similar issue once it's officially out. I know that they've started open beta on it.
It won't ever have that issue, actually, because it'll never come.
The beta's out.
Wait, are we talking about Fantasy Ground Unity
Fantasy
or?
Grounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fantasy Ground Unity, the beta's out. In fact, I can actually go and download it. I just haven't had a chance
It'll
to.
be in beta forever.
No, don't. I mean, unless you really want to experience a lot of lagging up issues, I wouldn't recommend. So, okay. I like to tell people this. Don't beta test because you want to test the software. Beta test because you have intentions of reporting issues. It has a lot of issues. So if you want to report issues, by all means, go for it. But if you're testing it out, you're just going to be frustrated.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going to migrate everything over yet with my campaign.
Oh, I wouldn't migrate at all.
Yeah. No, so if you want to try it out, run like a one shot or something.
Copy paste it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
It's gonna be the same stuff. Like it's gonna it works the same way.
Yeah.
What do you guys do? Gus proposed maybe checking that area.
Which area? Down here? Is that
Yeah,
what
because
you're talking about?
you guys know that there is something past this wall of fungus.
Yeah, we could go that's the way the caterpillar thing ran too, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I can take that anymore.
I don't think it wants to fight us. It seemed pretty scared. I mean, I guess if we end up cornering it or something, but
Well, if we head through the wall, we could take care of the creature while it's partially weakened, assuming it's still in there.
I'm at like -2 intelligence.
I have no idea what that means.
I don't know either.
well, if you're at negative intelligence, then you'd be unconscious.
Well, negative modifier.
Negative modifier.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
But then again, you
I
guys
didn't
might
take
not
that
actually
much.
even realize in character
Yeah.
that you're not feeling as.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
my character's also got like kind of his mind's fogged up a bit right now.
Yeah, right now you're what, a 6 or a 7? I'm assuming, huh?
For Kudu,
You got pretty low.
Kudu might be around there.
No. It says 10, but Hero Lab says -2, so I'm not sure what's going on there.
Yeah, because it doesn't. I don't think it actually
Removes
change
the lower number.
the score. It doesn't actually change your score. It just gives you a penalty to your modifiers, like damaged it. So
So then I'd be a
mine,
6.
yeah, effectively, mine went from being a +5
Wait, I'm at
modifier to a
5.
+3.
Because I have 5 damage, so 5. Yeah.
So it puts you at a -3.
Well, no, because the way damage works is like 1 damage doesn't do anything. It doesn't. It's not like drain.
Right,
If
I
it
have
was
5
drain,
damage -2 in.
yeah, you get a penalty for every 2 damage you have, regardless what your actual score is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So mine's at.
So you're not going to get very intelligent decisions from Kudu, basically. So she's like,
I mean,
oh
were
no,
we
let's go through the door.
previously?
There's a door right here, right?
Yeah, that seems like the way that we're supposed to go, right? Yeah, I have 6 intelligence damage, but I guess fortunately my int's 23, so
I just
going from
made a
6 to that puts
weird
me down to like 17
observation.
anyway.
Pluto.
What's that?
What happens if you close Hero Lab? Can you move your tokens on roll 20? Fine moving my tokens around, and then I opened up Hero Lab, and now it's all like laggy and
I just
glitchy.
closed it and it's still acting up.
Okay, well, it was a thought.
Cormac's good with either or, but he says
Either
we should
or.
probably get out of this room.
I feel like this room's the safest place to be at the moment.
That's kind of ironic considering we are in a room filled with, well, fungus and spores and the like.
We're fine. Should I open this door?
Cormac will nod.
Sure, why not?
We're not getting
We're gonna open
baited
it.
into that wall. You're just gonna open the door. Provided everybody's ready. Are you fine, Cormac, like health-wise?
He's about at half health. He should be fine for right now.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll worry about it later. Drench is going to try to climb up as well now. He's gonna take a 10.
Okay. He'll be up here. Did I? Let's see. I guess I didn't move his token.
I don't know. I think I left
Let me
him
go grab
on
him.
the lower floor.
Oh yeah, Cackletooth is down here too. I'll just move both of them.
Alright,
You can just windwalk up here.
we're going to try the next terrible step. I'm going to try using Google Chrome.
Oh, you know, Chrome, Chrome's a good browser. I just don't like the way it looks, personally, but...
It
I
also
wouldn't
doesn't
use-
handle
I wouldn't try Chrome.
Roll20 very well.
I'm using Chrome right now.
I'm not sure that's just Chrome. I think that's just Roll20. Because it doesn't seem like any browser handles Roll20.
I mean, that's been my experience today. I can't get anything to work. But we'll
Today?
try it.
Just today? Only today?
Today and other days.
Oh, yes. Okay, let me see what's going on over here. That is a really big room, and is that guy using an Ouija board? Is that what's going on over there?
Apparently that square that I saw was part of the room. I just didn't know it.
Uh-huh. Could have cheated this time.
Is that lols? It looks like lols. I don't know if it's actually lols. There's probably something weird going on.
Oh, God. Okay.
All right. So, as you open these doors,
Uh-huh.
true to this tower's inexplicable architecture, These doors exit out into what seems to be a completely different part of the city, and it's level with the ground. Even though you've just been ascending hundreds of feet.
All right.
I'm just gonna assume I'll take this all as is and not actually assume anything is logical. How's the safest
So,
option?
you guys see these 4 brown tents standing around a massive stone well covered with a cracked stone lid. And despite the audible whistling of wind, there doesn't seem to be any air that stirs this campsite. Just the low mumbling of this man here who is writing in a. You also see a very noticeable large tome on the web. It's a foreboding looking tome.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible we just walked into the end of the dungeon, but I feel like it was probably not. I feel like there's something else going on here, probably.
Oh,
What do you guys do?
Does he see like he notices us?
No, he's writing in a journal.
I'll try stepping into the room.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unless
Slash
somebody
opening.
stops Kudu, she starts to walk in too.
Okay.
hmm. Oh yes, this won't bode well at all. Okay.
And this expands off the map. Like this looks like we're outside, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, this whole place has been kind of strange. I'm getting used to it now. It's like the dream world. It's just
Yep.
weird.
You guys are suddenly at street level. How? Nobody knows.
I bet a wizard would.
I'll kind of like start to fan out a little bit.
Oh. I'll just walk up.
Okay.
And I'll say like kind of quietly like, you know, be careful. Something's not right, obviously.
Kudu will shout at the guy, "Hey! You!"
Alright, you shout at him. And it takes a moment. But he does raise his head to look at you.
So I recognize him, or no?
It looks just like
This
Lowell's.
man appears to look like Hazerton Lowell's.
Or alternatively, like the Yellow King. Looks just like that guy too.
Correct, because
Coincidence?
he also looks
I
like
think not.
Lowell's. He looks at you and doesn't say anything. But he's looking at you.
Then she'll respond, "Hey! I said, hey, you! Are you there? Hello?"
Oh, why do I get the feeling you were supposed to follow that up with "get off my cloud"?
He doesn't seem to answer you back, but he just looks at you, and then after a moment, there's an audible heavy sigh from him, and he just goes back to writing.
What do you suppose we do?
Gus shrugs and then walks in the room. And then goes and says,
Any interesting findings you found?
Uh, asking
asking
him.
towards the man, yeah.
Towards maybe lols, but probably not.
Towards lols?
Yeah.
Lols in quotes with a question mark.
He doesn't say anything. He looks up for a moment at you, and then like scoffs under his breath, and then keeps writing.
As they're doing that, I'll continue kind of fanning out to the side and kind of look at it from the other side of these, like through these two tents down here.
Okay.
Let's see.
It's very long and laborious moving my token down there. It's not happy about it. It's letting me do it, but it doesn't want to. It really doesn't.
Gus is going to hmm. Let's see. He's gonna look at. He's looking at Lowell's, and he's trying to figure out
Battery low.
if he's a hunt, because the actual Lowells would likely respond a lot more hostile than this. Is what he's thinking.
No, I mean,
Maybe.
Lols maybe doesn't know you, but he knows the other
Charging
four of us.
battery.
Like the real Lols does, at least.
Yeah. Well, if you want to see if it's a haunt, you can give me a knowledge religion.
I'm gonna do that.
I'm going to cast See Invisibility. So it'll last for 2 hours, and I probably should have had it cast early.
Yes.
And then I'll look around. See if there's
Okay.
anything invisible hiding nearby. I always feel like this Lols is some sort of like distraction or something, maybe.
So you're casting see invisibility.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna look around.
Okay. Gus, you're looking at this scene, and although you have run into haunts, rather frequently, you don't think that there's any kind of occult malevolence at work, or maybe not. Like the person you're looking at isn't a result of that. It
And-
appears to be a person.
And does blind sense pick up anything that would identify that he is not normal in that sense? Like on a more of a visual perspective or sensory?
You have blind sense out to how much? How far is your blind sense?
Let me double check.
Also, Fengrim, you cast see invisibility, and you are not. You don't see anything that appears to be invisible.
All right, that's good.
Blind sense is 60.
Okay.
But I'm still looking around. So do I see anything not invisible that's just hiding or something?
That's all. That's all I'll give you in a moment, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
be giving
okay.
this to Gus too, because you have 60 feet of blind sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, didn't we? Wait, yeah.
Oh, what was that?
Nothing. I had a thought, but I was like, no, that's a different game. So, wrong character.
Okay. Both Fingrim and Gus, you both sense with either blind sense or your keen eye that these tents are not completely.
That cut out at the end.
Sorry, you both sense that these tents are not empty. There's something moving inside of them.
Gus will send his eye
They're just being very quiet.
Yeah, Gus sends the eye into the tents. He'll start with the top left.
Okay. This one?
Yeah.
So you're not getting a blind sense reading from this one. You're getting more blind sense from the other three.
Okay. But when he's sending the eye into the tent, is there anything in there?
Into this one?
Yeah. He's
What
got dark
you're
vision,
seeing,
he's got see invisibility and blind sense all up.
all you're seeing in that tent are you're seeing supplies.
Okay.
Things like rations and some jugs of water, rope, writing supplies, mundane equipment.
Okay. Gus sends the eye into the next room or the next tent to
I'm
the
gonna
right.
activate the fly hex and kind of hover off the ground a little bit over this way. A little bit.
Okay. In this one?
That one.
Okay. Inside of that one, you're seeing similar, but you also see a body that is standing up. It's standing up. It's standing up, but is like kind of crouched, and it does appear to be the body of a human. But they are clearly infected and infested with fungus.
Well,
Gus moves over to the bottom left tent.
Okay, just a moment.
During this time, I'm gonna continue kind of. Continue kind of floating around the side of this camp.
Just go up to him. Cootie starts walking towards the guy.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so this one.
Cormac will follow Cootie as well.
Alright.
If you're looking into this one, then you see again supplies within the tent, and there is a armored human body, kind of standing but crouched hidden, and they are also infested with the fungus.
Um,
He'll send he'll send the eye into the last tent and just count the number of men in.
All right. Well, as there are more people coming forward, something's gonna happen
Of
before
course it is.
you get to do that. Let's see. All right, I'm just gonna have you guys roll initiatives.
Alright.
Because
Yay.
these things are gonna take their surprise rounds to move out of the tent.
Fortunately, I was already a little prepared. Because I already used like the fly hex and. Yeah. Okay. Initiative. Oh, yeah! Look at that. Oh, what the? That's not what all I wanted to do. Apparently, I
Shit.
just had the chat pop out.
Yeah, you can
You
do,
can do that?
Yeah.
Apparently, if you double click on the
Yeah, it
chat,
can
it
happen.
pops out. I never knew this.
Kind of annoying.
I need to update my sheet because my initiative is not correct.
Well, good news is I still have most of my spells. I know Cormac's used a lot, though.
I've burned through a lot. Might have to roll it from you, Matt. You can't get mine to
Okay, your sheet to
come
go.
up. Yeah.
Oh, roll 20.
Oh, good old roll 20. What would we do without you? Honestly.
Use a different system.
Probably use better software, honestly.
Don't tell roll 20 that.
Sorry, roll 20.
We're not telling Roll20 that. We're telling everyone in the chat that, and all the
Roll20.
listeners.
Plug
Yeah,
your
roll
ears, roll
20.
20.
No, but at the end of the day, I still love you. I'm just disappointed. Speaking of chat, I should probably have Twitch chat open in case. Just in case. Sometimes people. Yeah, sometimes people post in Twitch chat. It could happen.
Yeah, yeah. It does happen. Swink.
It happens more. It happens more now that you've put it on your main channel. So a lot more often. For me, it's usually like someone. A lot of times, it'll be someone who doesn't really know
So you still
what's
gonna
going
get your
on,
sheet
like what
open,
Pathfinder is.
Grim?
But
Yeah, I've had to reset the.
Let's teach the
Okay.
world
Refresh.
what Pathfinder is.
He's probably gonna use. He'll use his ability, so he'll roll,
to roll twice.
2 rolls. Yeah.
Hey, there you go. You got 20.
Well, at least someone gets a.
You need to just let Matt roll your initiative more often.
It's
I
those
guess so.
GM dice.
Yeah.
The weighted GM dice on the.
Admit it,
roll
Matt.
20.
You baked your dice.
Maybe.
I'm on to you.
All right, so I think that's everybody.
Oh dang! I still managed to go before the infested knight, though.
Yeah, they rolled really bad.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna start it off with this guy moving closer to here. Oh, hey, you know what? Now they're moving. The tokens are moving.
Must be nice.
I don't know what it is. I guess you guys just suck.
Oh my god.
Yeah, mine's still
It's a
lagging.
disaster.
Alright, Kudu, this is against your flat-footed.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit you?
That meets flat-footed.
Okay,
Darn.
you're gonna take some damage then.
I deserve this. I unintelligently ran up to the guy.
Somebody had to do it, right? I mean, not really. Technically, nobody had to do it. We could have
I
just.
only have 5
ran.
intelligence right now. Everything is fine.
You take 11 points of damage as this guy is wielding 2 short swords.
Okay.
And 5
And
intelligence.
one of them slashes or pierces at you, and they hit you in a precise spot on your body, dealing an extra 15 points of precision damage.
Gross.
And
You have,
they're like fungus
fortification
tentacles are
or
flailing
something?
around all over the place too.
Because if you have fortification, you might have a chance to negate that sneak attack damage.
Oh, that's right. I do.
I think that works on sneak attacks and crits, right? Usually you're thinking about it for crits, but
If you know what your percentage is, then go
30%. You have a chance 30% to negate critical hits.
or do you want me to roll it?
I can roll it. I have a dice. Oh.
hey! I don't know if high or low rolls were good. We probably should have said that beforehand. Probably. High rolls are usually good when the player's rolling them, though, for like negating something like that. And if Matt was
Yeah,
rolling,
I'll
it'd
take
probably be
that.
low.
Like
no
30
precision.
and lower would be fail.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but since you were the one rolling it was probably 70 and higher means you negate. But I don't know. I mean, that's why we should have said before we rolled.
Well, I mean, I usually do go with like the player rolls. Like if you roll higher, that's good for
Yeah.
So
Right,
what
that's
am
what
I
I figured.
negating? And why am
You
I
You're
negating?
negated
negating
the
the
15
15
sneak
points of
attack
damage.
damage.
He hits you in a precise, like, vital area, but you're so full of water that
But
it happens
fortification
to...
only negates critical hits.
You said sneak attacks, too.
Oh, I thought it did sneak attack too,
No,
but maybe I'm
Pluto's
wrong.
saying that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was kind of confused.
Well,
I'm like, what? No.
the actual fortification does say when a critical hit or sneak attack is scored on the wearer, there is a chance the critical hit or sneak attack is negated. So if it's
Okay,
like that
just make sure you
fortification
know
armor
this.
enchantment,
So
then it does work
you'll
like.
take the full 26.
But I don't know if it's like your own ability.
Alright,
Maybe it is like.
I'm gonna go look that up.
Cormac?
Like I think it's probably your own ability because fortification's 25, 50, or 75.
He's going to. Let's see.
Let's see what level did I get that on.
He's going to step up, I guess. He's going to go to the square right above Kudu. I don't know if you can move it. I tried moving it. And he's just going to attack with his greatsword.
Okay. Give me your attack.
Just a sec to pull. This is rough.
Okay, critical or sneak attack. Okay, so Hero Lab's short term doesn't have the sneak attack thing, but in the full description it is. So,
Cool.
Plus 15.
So it is like the actual fortification, like
Yeah.
enchantment.
I don't know. I'm not going to be able to do. Oh, there it goes finally.
Me remembering stupid stuff pays off. Yeah.
Always forget about, like, my defenses. I don't know.
Yeah. There's a lot to keep track of.
It is.
Fortunately, I remember stupid details a lot. That's like a speciality of mine.
I doom saying as well. You're really good at that.
I'm really good at that. Yeah.
I have to reset it again. It's completely frozen on mine.
Character sheet?
Well, yeah, we'll just say he doesn't move and he'll cast a spell. I still have a couple more level 2 spells. He'll cast a Bone Shaker, which is it's going to be a D6 per amount of levels.
So you're not moving then, and you're just casting a spell?
Yeah.
Okay. It's called Bone Shaker.
Yep. It's target takes 3d6 plus 1d6 per 2 caster levels. So
Okay. And you're casting this guy you're next to?
next to Kudu, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's saying he doesn't want to move since he's going to cast it on that guy.
Yeah. He's gonna not move.
He's just
Cancel the
going to
movement.
cast it from here.
What's the DC for it?
It's a level 2 spell, so 17. And it's
Okay.
a
They fail.
fortitude. So do 1d6 per 2 caster level, 3d6 plus 9d6 points of damage. Let me see if I can do that at least.
When you can just type in the roll.
It should be coming. I got it to go.
Yeah, I did it.
Okay,
So-
26.
And then there's an effect on it too, right? Like he's fatigued or something, or does it just?
Well,
That
you
one
can move the
is-
target 5 feet.
Yeah, I
okay.
can move. Since it's undead, I can move it 5 feet in whatever direction I want. He's gonna move it 5 feet away from Kudu.
Okay.
What's wrong with me?
Or just to give you area to blast it.
Okay. Then on Jane's turn,
Give
she's
Jane a
going
shot, too, if she
to.
wants it. Well, she's gonna probably shoot the other
She's
one.
actually gonna step up more to this one.
Yeah, that one's still
Like,
flat-footed to her.
Kudu. And she is going to take a smiting shot on it. And as she fires, she says, "I think this is the only way to save you."
Smite.
Okay, that hits, and that does damage. Alright, it's hurt. And that'll be Kudu.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll blast her. I'll just stay where I am.
Okay.
The
The one below you?
No, the sword
Or
wielding
this one?
human. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
That's the one that stabbed me, right? So, like... Oh.
Yeah.
Rude. Alright. So, what are we looking at? I have... a lot of burn. Yeah, we need to rest after this. I don't think we can keep going.
I think you're probably right. Which is gonna be its own adventure.
Oh, well, I get the full round, so I don't need to... I can just power up. So I'm just gonna power up, boost my attack. And wait for Hero Lab to be nice to me. I know we're friends, Hero Lab. We've had this conversation.
Dang, level 15 is gonna give me like nothing.
I'm gonna do versus touch cold blast.
15 gives me a
Okay.
lot. but yeah.
Shit.
Okay, roll it again.
It's like nothing.
Alright, you hit. Deal the
That's
damage.
what happens to me like every time.
Of course.
Might not matter. I mean,
Yeah.
Alright,
These
takes damage.
probably
Like I
matters.
said before, slightly resistant to it, but you
Okay.
deal enough of it that it's still a lot going.
After that, I'm gonna a step behind Cormac.
Okay.
Shield me.
How long after the battle would you say it is, Matt? From the previous battle?
After the other one?
Yeah.
Maybe only like a few minutes. You guys,
So
like,
my
destroyed the
defensive
plant
spells are
things.
still up.
Yeah, if you have like a
10
minutes per
minutes
level buff, it's probably still up.
This one is gonna walk or shamble up to this one. And she starts to speak.
Like she's
And she says, yeah, and she talks. And she says, "Marked ones, surrender yourselves to the inmost blot. Your lord calls to you." And she begins to channel negative energy. So I need will saves from everybody.
will save. Will
Yep.
I save? Maybe.
I saw that coming.
Do I get any special bonuses on my will save?
Drench need to save.
If this is considered an aberration, I get a +2.
He is actually slightly outside the range. This is not an aberrant effect.
Darn. Curses. It's not a curse either.
Why did you roll bad? Shut up.
Okay. Most of those are pretty good. The only one who's gonna take full damage is Gus.
Yeah.
Yep. You guys take half of that, and Gus takes 24.
Hey, my health is like modified easy. When I try to move my token, that's when it gets upset. That's unusual. Normally, modifying my health is what freaks Roll20 out. Like, no, you can't do that.
Fixed your problem, but
Alright,
then broke
Gus.
something else.
That broke something else. Yeah. Hail is time.
Well, I just looked at a couple of their like forums. I guess they tried coming out with like a new update that changes like the zoom in feature, and it
people
messed
hated
up something, so that they had to like pull it out. Yeah, and that was like a couple weeks ago, but they say that it like messed up with some of the like running features.
Oh no.
Probably because
So-
like all of their caching links are probably broken now.
Yeah, so it's that's I think the issue is when they went and pulled it back out, it damaged, like messed up some other features.
Yeah.
So
Gus, light crossbows, the infested knight.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
All right. I don't know why.
21. A 21. It speeds right for her. Even though this creature, even though you know she's on, she raises that shield with surprising quickness, and that armor blocks the.
Gus reloads.
Okay. Finger.
Is there a knowledge roll I can make on these things?
Give me knowledge religion.
All right, that's an 18 Probably not good enough.
All you knows that they're undead.
Alright. That's something.
I'll do a knowledge roll next turn. I completely forgot.
Um,
I'm just so not used to being like the person that does it. So
yeah.
it's been a while since we actually ran into undead. Where knowledge religion's the main.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna use my arcane pool to enhance my weapon with speed and keen. And then I think I'm going to cast grease on these guys.
Okay.
Like,
What's the DC?
unfortunately, it is just 17 reflex.
Ouch. I mean, it's not a terrible number, but
Yeah, it's lower because the int damage I took last combat.
yeah. Unfortunately, neither of them slip.
Okay, well, whatever. They gotta make acrobatics.
But they are. Yeah, it is.
Range
What you call it? It's grease.
And I'll fly down a little bit closer here. I'll try to if roll 20 lets me. I'm trying to fly in closer. Just above. I'll be hovering just above the ground, a short distance away. That'll be my turn.
Okay. It's this one's turn.
Maybe his acrobatics is really bad.
I guess we'll see.
I mean, he's got heavy armor. It looks like so.
Yeah, she's wearing full plate.
Yeah, that bodes well for me. So the acrobatics thing isn't affected by everything else on the spell. It's just DC 10.
Yeah, she's going to attempt to move off of it.
Hey, you never know. She might be an armored monk.
Yeah.
Gotta check something real quick first.
Failure means it can't move and has to make a reflex save or fall. And failure by 5 or more means you just fall.
Hey,
remember
you know
that
what?
line.
You launch those fireworks at them and they'll blow up with grease.
I wish grease isn't flammable in Pathfinder though. They nerfed it. It was in 3.5 though. You could throw a fireball at it.
Ah, she got it.
She made it. Oh man, I
Yep.
had a really good chance of her not being able to move though.
Yeah. Unfortunately, she has levels in a class that actually reduces her armor check penalty.
Yeah, makes sense.
Don't underestimate fighter. She was towards Jane, and she's wielding a flail, and she whips it out at Jane.
Because now is the time to find out if she's a flailure or not.
I just
Oh, flail now.
figured out a pretty good way to like kill any fighter.
Charging
Create pit
battery.
under them and then fill it with water.
I mean, if they're good at swimming, then
All right.
it's easier.
She
do
flails
hungry
it
pit.
out at Jane, and Jane defends herself, which leaves her actually unharmed by the flail. But she doesn't realize that the flail was not aiming at her directly. Instead, that chain wraps around her legs, and she gets.
Nope, not a flailure. I take it back.
Tripper.
Yeah.
Bitch be tripping balls.
He has balls.
No, she was tripping on balls.
And the
flail balls.
And this infested night lady, as she does that, she also speaks in a raspy voice, and she says, "The coward's weapon." Looking at the gun.
I'll have you know,
I
Jane is immune.
wholeheartedly agree.
This guy's gonna move up towards Cormac, and he's gonna fool around you.
All right.
Oh, yay.
Oh my god. All these dice.
All these dice, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna be a
What
lot.
are these, what are these
gotta go
key
through.
things on Twitch? What the?
Oh, those are channel points. That's just the image I chose, and I call them keys. But each
Okay,
channel.
does a 24
yeah.
hit you?
Oh, here.
What was that?
Does
24?
a 24 hit you?
No.
Okay. Does a 29 hit you?
Yes.
Does a 31 hits you, right? Okay, yeah.
Yes.
And then 24 misses, and then this
29
is
and 31.
a 21 misses you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you get hit with 1, 2, 3 attacks. Because how many this thing sent out was he's dual wielding these 2 short swords, and he's getting 2 attacks each with them, and then his tentacles are all flailing out trying to hit you too. So you only take 2 short sword hits, but they might hurt.
I thought it was. I don't want to kill myself, but I thought it was 3.
It was, yeah, that's what I said. It was 3 short sword hits.
I'm pulling a Pluto. Helping the GM out.
Yeah. Wait, is he taking precision damage?
Yep, this is precision damage. The first the first hit is 12 points of damage, then 11 points of precision damage. The next
Is
hit is 10 points of damage, and then 14 points of precision damage.
How is he doing that
The
with?
last one is 12 points of
It
damage
might
and
not
8
be
points.
sneak
I
attack.
don't.
It might just be a different type of precision damage.
Maybe he does have sneak attack, but he doesn't need to flank you.
That's possible too. He might have
Maybe
some other
he's
way of
just
triggering it.
studying you very swiftly.
So how much damage do I end up taking?
A lot.
Add up all those numbers after the 11. 12, 11,
Some of these
Plus
advanced
10.
classes, man,
33,
they pump out damage.
47,
I'm
59.
dead.
Are you dead or just...
Well, I have 48
Unconscious.
health right now.
No, you're probably dead.
Yeah.
I mean, Kudu can probably Breath of Life you, but yeah. So, that's not good.
I'll add it up and then figure it out.
Yeah, it matters because the Breath of Life has to heal up to your...
Ooh, I don't
health,
even think I
so.
can.
Well, alright.
Because we haven't rested.
Yeah, then we're screwed because we don't have any way to... We're gonna have to, teleport away. Because we have nobody else that can do anything about it.
Well, he's still up right now, right?
No, I don't think so.
Or
I
he
think
hasn't
he's
changed his
actually dead.
health. Okay.
He just hasn't changed his health yet.
This is, let me see, what was the damage total?
A lot. I don't know. I lost
Pluto,
track.
you played this class.
Yeah, it's a Slayer, right?
It
I
might
wonder
be.
if I can empower.
How does Slayers? I don't remember Slayers being able to get sneak attack like that though, or maybe there's a talent that I didn't have. Because they had Study Strike, but that's different than
Study
sneak
Strike.
attack. Study Strike's just a flat bonus.
No, it's not a flat bonus. Because, well, Study Strike
I'm
itself is a
still
flat
alive,
bonus,
I
but
took
they
55
get
points.
sneak.
I'm at
I mean-
-7. I'm still alive. I have,
Oh, okay.
but
He's at
that
-7.
Hey, we're fine then.
Yeah,
Sort of. I mean, not really. It's still pretty
sort of.
bad.
It was just my fault because I didn't want to burn up all my healing before.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think we were running into like another sketchy fight. So I was,
Wait, yeah, I can breath. of
Well,
life, apparently.
Fortunately, he's not actually dead. I guess he's just unconscious.
Alright, but that's that guy's turn. Alright, now it's Cormac's turn. And then let's see if you bleed out for one. Roll.
Does he have like a talent or something? Because he have like, I don't know. That's weird. Because definitely know they get sneak attack, but it works just like a rogue sneak attack. Like study
Well-
strike's a separate thing.
he could be an archetype too, or not an archetype, a prestige.
Alright, you're
Right,
there's a
stabilized.
I was gonna say there must be something else going on because it's not just like it's not normal slayers that lets you do sneak attack damage without flanks or concealment. Because study targets just like I said, it's just flat bonuses. I think you can study them for free if you sneak attack them.
There's the ultimate slayer, ultimate sneak attackers too, the prestige.
Yeah.
Alright, so then it's Jane. She's stripped. Oh no.
That's like a thing when you play like an archer slayer. Usually, you just ignore your sneak attack for the most part because it's like, yeah, I'm just not gonna get it unless somebody puts like
Unless-
invisibility on me.
Unless
But-
you go into a sniper.
Yeah, but the study
'Cause-
strike, like flat bonus damage.
She's gonna provoke and get up. This person takes an attack of opportunity.
Versus her prone AC. It's probably gonna hit.
Well, she critically hits, but it's not for damage. This time, that flail wraps around the gun and pulls it out of
Oh no!
her. Jane takes a
Ow.
5-foot step back because she's disarmed.
Now what's she gonna do? She could
I
have
don't
pulled out
know.
or something. It probably does the same amount of damage.
Fist fight.
She
Jane,
does have a
fist
death.
fight.
Oh, she has whatchamacallit. She has Red Destiny.
That's right. I
Oh,
gave her red
yeah.
destiny.
But she does pull out Red Destiny with her last move action, but that's all she can.
Yeah.
Kudu.
Okay. Well, Kuda just freaks out. Okay. So I guess I can empower to avoid burning myself, but you will have to take one burn, which also gives you the what level are we? 13 non-lethal.
All right, it's better than being dead though.
Yes. And X per spell, so let's see what that is.
Keep in mind, like I said, he's just unconscious right now. He's not actually dead.
So 5D. Oh, he's. Is there a way to identify that? Like.
Well, I'm guessing my guy's still breathing
Oh.
because he's bleeding out, or not bleeding out. He's stabilized, so he'd just probably be breathing.
Yeah.
I won't do that because my other heal's like bigger.
Your other heal's
anyways.
bigger anyway.
Yeah.
You could still give him the burn though if you don't want to take it.
I don't want to take it, so. But I don't have to because I can avoid the burn by empowering as long as I don't move. So I will touch heal. And I don't see that they have a reach weapon, right? So that should be fine.
Yep.
He's wielding
yeah.
two short swords.
Whoa.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah, buddy!
Woo!
Mega heal.
D618. That's a new dice. I think that's supposed to be a plus 18, right?
Probably.
Wow. Did
That's
you just
amazing,
win the
though.
game? Because
Killed every creature in the.
Sorry,
in the-
I have my
in the
brace
whole
on
adventure
and
path
it's
without-
making me type weird.
Killed every creature for the rest of the adventure path with that one.
Yeah. Lux beam. Boom.
Yeah, it's Jesus.
I wish I could do that much damage. You know that plus though.
Play
like
Mythic Pathfinder. You can totally do that.
do thousands of damage.
Yeah, Mythic Pathfinder is a silly. It's silly.
It's very
Don't play with mythics.
Don't.
Don't.
Well,
I've
play
always
with
wanted
mythics.
to see
It's
on how
supposed
things
to
go
be.
with a.
Because
Yeah.
you're battling gods at that point,
Basically,
or
yeah.
godlike creatures. That it's like literally mythic. You're going up against like spawns of the rough beasts,
Right.
Like
It's
Mani
they
Mono.
have the adventure path where you get mythic levels, and like that's one of the things I read about. Is people are like, yeah, you can't really overtune the encounters. Like you can just buff them however you fucking want, and if your players know what they're doing, they're probably still steamroll it.
All right, well that works.
Give every encounter a mythic 10, just to make sure that it's a extra challenge for the PCs.
Yeah.
Just a little.
But there's still some encounters that are like impossible, even at like that high of mythic. Like
Yeah, because you're fighting other stuff.
Well,
with
straight up
also
gods cannot be overcome.
so they don't have stat blocks in Pathfinder.
Yeah, you have to stat them.
Alright, is she gonna be able to make the acrobatics check to get off the grease?
No, she can stay right where she is.
Oh,
She's
she
gonna
didn't even
channel
care.
negative energy. Except this time it's
No.
not gonna be to hurt you
No.
guys. It's gonna be to heal the other guy.
No, not that.
If she
No.
starts channeling and their wounds start knitting up.
I hate you, spear wielding human. How dare you?
That's a turn, Gus.
Gus is going to go ahead and do summon monster to bring out 5. Well, sorry, not 5. It's what 1d up
roll,
to
right?
up to 5. Oh come on, really? 3. Hound Archons.
Okay. There you go. What do they do?
One's going to use aid on me. One's going to use aid on Cormac. One's going to use aid on Fingram.
Temporary hit points?
Mainly for the temporary hit points.
Yeah,
which
it gives me bless effect too, basically.
I gotta remember how much that was really quick. Oh.
Add new spell adjustment. I have not gotten aid yet, apparently, on here, or I just didn't add an effect for it. Or I just put the bless effect on. Maybe that's possible too. Since it's the same thing, basically.
All right. Let's see. So that's gonna be one. All right. I'll start with resolving the one for me. That is going to be
Max hit points.
max there. Resolving for Cormac.
Not max.
Right. Not max, but still.
You could definitely use those hit
something.
points though.
Almost
compromised
yeah.
position. All right. Max hit points.
Hopefully that helps at least keep you guys going. Plus, you'll get your +1 for
Oh yeah. That extra
for your attack
5%.
and fear.
I'm all about that 5%.
Okay. And is that your turn?
Let's see. Gus is going to. He'll move back there with a 5-foot adjust, and then, yeah, that'll be it.
All right, Finger.
All right. I am going to spell combat this round. I'm going to cast Chill Touch.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a swift action. Even though it's not as powerful because I have int damage, I'm still going to use Arcane Accuracy. Give myself a +3 to hit. And then I'm going to 5-foot fly up next to this woman here. And I'm going to start doing some attacks.
Okay.
First attack. 24.
Oh, nope, that doesn't hit.
26 doesn't hit either.
Oh, no. What are we trying
Well,
to
hold
reach?
on here.
Or maybe.
Something you're gonna love is gonna happen here.
Uh-oh.
You miss her with that first attack, and you think she's still there for a moment, but now she's over here.
Oh, okay.
In the blink of an eye, as an immediate action, she teleports. Let's see, a little bit further back.
Okay. She has like a domain ability. That's fair.
10 feet to another place she can see.
Alright. Well, that's it for my turn then. No, actually, I guess I only did one attack. Well, I 5-foot stepped, yes.
Yeah,
I have a move action, but I
You have a
can't.
move action.
I don't know if I can do anything with that move action. Let me think about it for a minute. Is there like an item I want to pull out, maybe? Not really. Alright. Yeah, I think that's it for my turn then, unfortunately.
Yeah, that low first attack.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's my rolls in general. This character, I've had like a lot of those. I guess I've had a couple combats where I didn't, like against the giant, where I got all the calcific touch turn was pretty good.
This one moves forward and is going to attack Jane again with a full round.
Is this where we're gonna discover that Jane should have just been using Red Destiny the whole time? And
Oh,
she's gonna,
God.
she's just gonna.
Alright, the first attack hits and trips her again.
Damn it. And maybe not. It's not happening.
The second attack is going to hit and deal damage. She takes that much damage. The third swing misses, thankfully. But now, the fun part, the tentacles. First tentacle misses, the second tentacle hits. And it deals a little bit of damage. She takes a bit, and it's also going to try and grab her. It grabs her. She is... she is on the ground and grabbed. There we go. Alright, this one's turn. Ah. Cormac is alive again.
Yeah, not for long.
He's got to do his thing real quick.
Maybe I should have went up there.
Well, he rolled low this time, so I might actually have to check with Secret. What's your, whatchamacallit?
It's Cormac, you mean?
No, it's Kudu.
Oh,
She's
it's
the
not
reason
Kudu.
he's taking sneak attack.
Oh.
What's your sense motive?
Oh, that's wisdom based, right? So it should still be good.
Does a 23 beat your, whatchamacallit? I think you can, yeah. You can beat a 23 with your sense motive.
But I only have a +5.
It's possible.
You can beat a 23, so I guess we're
Yeah. He rolled so high last time. I was like, oh, she can't beat.
No,
No, that won't beat
it.
it.
All right, he's basically using you
Yeah,
as an unwitting ally.
that makes sense. I was like, I know there's got to
well.
be something else going on.
So he's gonna attack Cormac.
well.
Well, the good news is he might roll low on his attacks too. That's the good news. It's not very good news. All right, I'm aggressive.
These aren't study strikes now, because once you use it, it uses it up, right? For the
That is incorrect.
oh, it keeps going.
You can only have one person study at a time, but the bonus is maintain effect until either the opponent is dead or the Slayer studies a new target.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure at least 2 of these are still gonna hit you.
Oh, if it's only 2, then he might be okay. I'm gonna go
Oh, I'm also prone.
Let me know if
I'm also
Because he's
prone.
prone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
let me know
the
if
2
he's
attacks
dead
in
when I get back.
question. Well, okay, so like I'm pretty sure he missed off of a 21 and a 23, right? Like those don't even beat your flat-footed.
So -4. The 23 it meets.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
my AC, my normal AC is 27, so it's
well,
prone. It will be.
Here comes 3 hits.
All right, I'm back. Is he dead? Oh, dang. Probably. That's what I'm getting out of it. You do have temporary hit points, though. Like 12 of them or something. That's one of those dice, one of those sneak attacks. Alright, I need to get over there and, like, do something about that guy.
Yeah, that was 60 points of damage.
Yeah, he's probably dead this time.
It's fine. I'll just flank heal him back alive.
Right. If I can go over there, the problem is I can't. I'm only gonna be able to get
here
one.
now, though, right?
Yeah, I'm only gonna be able to get one attack with the chill touch though, because I gotta like move. I can't 5-foot on anyone.
Hmm.
Alright, well, that's his turn. He's relentlessly trying to kill Cormac.
Yeah, he probably did it this time.
Nope. I'm -10.
Neg
Oh,
10.
he's still alive!
Alright, what a hero.
Cormac, roll a con check to see if you bleed.
Alright. Wrong roll.
Okay, I was like, damn, it's some good willpower. Alright, you take 1 from bleeding. But you're still alive. Alright, Jane struggles. She tries to get out of the grapple.
Yeah, it's
She does not.
and this Lowell's guy is just
Kudu.
over here.
Oh yeah, he's ignoring you guys. He's just riding his
Yeah.
turn.
Jeez.
Kudu.
Priorities, yo.
What a guy.
Alright. So this is 5. Oh, let me double check again. 5d8 plus 13. Okay.
He's not actually dead.
What the hell? Okay. Damn it.
You can just do a heal.
Just do it.
He's at -11.
Alright, okay, well that's assuring. I am going to full round in power. And then this Archon's weirding me out and he smells, so I'm gonna 5-foot step afterwards.
I think the Archon's feelings have just been hurt, and he takes. How many hit points does he have? Yeah, he takes 20 psychic damage from it.
Oh
Emotional
no.
Oh
damage.
no. Sensitive dog.
Dogs
Dogs
so
are
needy.
super sensitive. What are you
They
talking
are.
about? No.
That's Kudu's scoffing him. Scoff, scoff, scoff.
As cats do.
Yes.
Yep. Cats are scoff machines. All right. Is that for Cormac?
Yes.
You get all that health back, Cormac.
Go ahead and take that burn as well.
Alright, you're at like 20 something with like 26 non lethal though, so you're probably still unconscious.
Wait,
Maybe.
no, I empowered. Nobody gets burned.
No burn. Okay, yeah.
That's right. There was
Okay.
That way I can stab him again.
no.
So he's not unconscious, but he's prone still.
All right.
If only I was able to move before this guy.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the initiative the initiative order is like punishing us.
Is that Roberto over there stabbing away?
Roberto. Yeah.
Because there is another way that I can, like, if I was able to stay conscious, I could enter a rage and give myself a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
All right. This one, her allies are looking fairly healthy at the moment. Now she's gonna turn her attention towards you, Fink. She
Alright.
starts chanting a spell.
I will do the spellcrafts. If I can find the button on here.
Yes,
I'm not gonna use the button actually. What? I can see her.
Anybody who can see her can spellcraft. Yes.
31. Maybe. Probably
Okay.
not.
She starts chanting something to blot out your vision, and she's casting blindness.
Okay, yep. I guess
Give
there's
me
not really
that
much I can do about
fortitude
that.
save. Cormac
Just
also
have to
knows
roll.
this.
Just gonna have to roll the fort save. Alright.
Yeah.
What's my best save? So I mean. It's not a fear, and it's not
Incoming one.
aberrations. Yeah, that's been my luck with this character. It's not a 1, but
Ah! No, my PC.
Everybody else can get out of here. Me and Finger might be fucked.
No, I could cast teleport.
No,
Well,
we're
everybody but
fine. I'm sure.
Everybody
fine.
but Cormac could get out.
Alright, Fingrim, an inky blackness consumes your vision.
Yeah, that's fine. I know where she's
You don't
at
have blind
still.
fight, do you?
I do actually have
He
Oh,
does.
okay, sweet. Yeah.
He's not like super bone.
Yeah.
It's like more like an inconvenience.
You prepared.
He doesn't
for
even
this in
walk.
your life.
So he doesn't have
Yeah,
to do
I'm
like
flying around
acrobatics.
so I don't have to do the acrobatics.
But that's all she does. Gus, it's your turn.
You can still
What are
get
your
caught
Hound
up in
Archons
that
do?
tent accidentally.
I mean, and even with even with the int damage, his int's effectively still like a 17, so he's probably able to like remember the battlefield layout pretty good. Like int's kind of your memory, right?
What is Gus gonna do here? Okay, I guess Gus is going to probably just try to summon what was it? The Braylani, I think? Double checking really quick here if it has the things I need. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and do a summon for two Braylani Azadas.
Alright, you can control him.
Neat.
Of course, I think the blind fight only applies to melee. Yeah, it only applies to melee attacks. So if she hits me with ranged attacks, then I'm pretty much wide open to those. So I need echolocation. That's the next spell I want to take. What level spell is echolocation? 5th level?
Something like that.
I don't know if I can actually take it though. Is it on my? Is it on? I mean, I know it's not on Magus spell list, but it's on Wizard spell list, so I can take it. I just have to use a Magus Arcana for it.
Okay, what are all your summons going to do?
Okay. The one by Cormac is going to try to heal Cormac.
Okay. Go ahead and... Well, it's just a touch, so go ahead and roll the...
Double checking caster level.
I
Okay.
think the cast level 6.
Yeah.
Did you see a cat?
Well,
Alright, good roll. Cormac can spec 22.
So yeah, so 22 points of healing. Now the one down here is going for a lightning bolt.
Okay.
And is going
And where's the line?
The line is going to go right through there. So yeah, we're pretty much
Right here? Okay, so do reflex saves and I'll give them will saves.
yeah. Okay. So yeah, reflex for half, and then
Okay, both of them fail their reflex saves, but this guy succeeds on the will save. So go ahead and roll the...
let's see. There, it's gonna be.
All right, guys. If you can give me 10 rounds, I can use the break enchantment roll to get rid of the blindness. Just hold them off for 10
that roll
rounds.
sucked.
That roll was
That's it?
absolute
Just 10?
trash.
The dice are revolting against us.
I know, seriously.
I think that the dice want us to die this campaign.
Because you guys were rude to roll 20 earlier, so.
That's probably it. Roll 20's like, oh yeah? You know what
yeah?
I think about
Well,
that?
it deserved it.
Alright, so the lightning bolt does do some damage. It's just not a whole lot. You find out that they do have some electricity resistance. So they don't take all the damage.
So they're resistant. One took even less damage because he
he probably took nothing.
disbelieved.
Yeah, it took 50%.
So 50% and then another 50%. Okay, yeah.
Well, the
Doing
DRs for the resistance.
so what about your Hound Archons too? Because it's still
Yeah, so the Hound Archons okay. So one's going down around on the other side to go for the human over here.
Okay.
Had to take this down path. The one already engaged with the infested knight is going to be doing that attack, and then this one's going to 5 foot forward and use aid another to increase AC on Cormac.
Okay, go ahead and make their rolls.
All right. +8. Okay. All right. All right. One against the Vestin Knight. One
Ooh,
against
27.
the human, this bottom one, and then the aid.
All right. Well, they all succeeded.
Okay, and then for damage, the
That
one
grappling is
that's
actually...
attacking the infested knight, since it didn't have to move, is going to full round it with
give me
the
some other rolls.
with that slam. Then it's Does that one hit?
The 24 does not hit.
24 does not hit. Oh damn.
Nope. We have a lot of
Hot-
armor.
Hot
Actually,
damn.
the reason that thing hit in the first place is because it's grappling. It lost some AC.
Hmm.
Okay, so it
Um,
hits with 1, so go ahead and roll me the damage, and go ahead and roll me the damage for this one down here.
Okay.
Alright, damage is damage, though. It takes it.
So 4 and a 9.
And a 9.
And Gus is
Yep. You got a move action. Because you summoned.
yeah. Gus is. Oh, come on. Roll 20. Work with me here. Gus is just gonna 5 foot over. And 8 is still an action, right? Standard action.
Standard action, yeah, so you can't use it right now.
Okay. He'll switch to his cane sword.
Okay, you pull it out. Finger.
Alright. I get a flank even if I don't provide one. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Do I want to fight defensively? Probably. So I'm going to move up here. I'm going to swing with the Archon sword with a flank bonus. God, these
25?
rolls.
That hits.
Alright, I got to roll versus concealment. So if I get a 2, then I'm good. Whoops. Let's see. 2d2, d1. Alright, we're in business. So I hit him for some damage, and he's got to make since he's undead, he's gonna have to make a will save DC 18 versus this chill touch.
It succeeds on the will save.
Okay. Well, I have more attempts at that. So, but let me get the damage in here. Then it's gonna be a D8 plus 7 plus D6 fire. So 4 fire damage, 13 physical damage. Not very much, but I was hoping to get him panicked, but yeah, unfortunately, he's probably just gonna beat up Cormac
Okay.
again.
It looks like all the damage goes through.
All right, that's good at least.
And next up is the knight. She's gonna maintain her, which she does.
Yeah, I'm just got to hope that Jane can deal with it for a few rounds. She can heal herself.
Just deal,
She's got land
Jane.
hand.
Just deal.
Yeah, just deal with it. That's all you got to do. That's your contribution to this fight. You can just deal with it for a few rounds. We'll get to it eventually. Maybe.
Then with her successful combat maneuver, she pins Jane.
God, if I had the Sunblade right now, this would be a lot easier.
Here's the fun part. She pins Jane and then gets a second free combat maneuver.
Mm-hmm. To like infest her or something, probably. Alright. Paladins.
One of its tendrils breaks off from its body, and it quickly grows around Jane, leaving her tied up in like a half cocoon. And Jane is, what is the condition?
Incapacitated?
Helpless?
Helpless? Sounds like it.
Yes. Condition is yes.
Yes. Tied up, basically, like rope. Is that helpless?
I think that's just helpless.
Alright.
A helpless character is paralyzed, held down, sleeping, unconscious, or otherwise completely at the opponent's mercy. I think bound or tied up. Yeah, that covers that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
helpless is it.
Alright, well, she's no longer grappling anymore, but that. Let's see. This guy he's getting stabbed now by you.
Yeah.
That kind of hurts.
Well, at least he can't get that sneak attack damage on me. Unless he has another way of doing it.
Well,
He has like two ways
there's
to
no
figure it.
one conveniently
Yeah.
on the other side of you.
It's like that spell that Layla casts in Mummy's Mask. But he just has that as a Slayer talent.
He's gonna study you as a swift action and just power attack
Alright.
with all of his attacks. Okay, let's see.
Oh, I got temporary hit
Does
points.
a 23 hit you?
No.
Does a 25 hit you?
Nope.
Okay, he misses with all of his attacks.
Aha! Blind fight paying off.
Cormac,
If I didn't have blind
Cormac's
fight,
gonna stand
I would have
up.
been boned there. I would have taken all the sneak attack damage, and I mean, I wouldn't have been over here probably if I didn't have blind fight. To be fair.
Cormac's
Right.
gonna stand up. He's gonna try to figure out what these things are first. Knowledge religion.
Sure, go ahead.
See the one that's
man,
like the
Dangus.
cleric.
I know, right? All you know is that they're undead.
I think that's the same roll I had. It didn't help that my knowledge rolls are all weakened by having like int damage.
Yeah.
Definitely doesn't help.
He's gonna burn his last spell.
All right.
Well, not burn it, but he's not healing himself. He's gonna cast it. It might be burning it.
Is it your actual last spell, or just your last like high level spell?
It's my last spell. That's not first level.
Okay. Your last relevant spell.
Yeah. He's gonna cast Mind Maze
Ooh.
on the cleric, and hopefully it works. On the one that blinded Fingrim. I don't know which one that one was, but seems like it has a nasty spell casting. It's
I
healing
think he's a
others.
cleric.
One thing before you do that, Cormac, you know that they're undead, and you know that this is a mind affecting spell, and most undead are immune to mind affecting. Do you still want it?
Okay. No. That's what I was trying to figure out. I wasn't like that he's just gonna burn it to heal himself.
No shame in that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we're probably not going to try to continue on after this encounter, but we'll see.
Don't you guys want to talk to Lowell?
Oh, we might do that, but if there's
I don't
another
wanna
fight that happens, we're
explore,
running
yeah.
away. We're probably running away then. Like, okay, you win.
Yeah,
For now.
I'm exhausted. I might be panting a
Alright.
little bit.
33
Live to-
points. That's a good cure serious at least.
Live to roll threes another day.
Alright. Do you do anything else with your action? A move or?
No,
I think you're still
stood up.
prone, right?
I
you
stood
stood
up.
Oh, he stood up.
Alright. Yeah, you're good. Jane is bound and helpless, I guess, as if tied by rope.
Yeah, I kind of want to do something to help her, but my resources are a little stretched thin.
Kudu.
Someone else
Everyone's
is gonna have to do
finally
it.
up and not desperately needing your healing.
Yeah.
And that hoe. There's a lot of hoes that are still up, actually.
Yeah, there are.
Okay, let's. Well, I guess there's one next to me, too, actually. Okay, I'm gonna fire at the one below me.
Blow me.
Below me.
What does that? What does this mean?
This means I'm going to empower, boost damage, and fire. That's the spear. Something human.
Yeah.
You know what it means, Trebek.
Wow, I haven't heard that in a while.
You're so mean to poor Alec.
I'm gonna go against touch.
Okay, good choice.
Shock it, Trebek.
Oh,
Smack that touch.
did that do it?
Hell yeah, that did.
Okay.
Most of this one's defense is actually because of like art.
Yeah.
Alright. Cold.
God,
Damage.
these rolls today.
He's got some
Look at
deflection
that.
bonus, but yeah.
Look at that.
Look at that.
roll.
Yeah, those low rolls.
Not a single roll above 3. All below average rolls on the d6. That is impressive. It's all right.
Alright.
It's all right.
He takes the damage.
We are
Not all of it, but most of it.
masters of strategery, and we our plans account for low rolls, so we'll be fine.
Completely forgot all about my 20% mischance concealment because of my armor shroud. But now I know.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot harder to hit me, Game Master.
Entering rage is a standard.
That's
Free.
a free action.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
You can do it for free. You can just be like, blam.
Oh, I'm also gonna 5-foot step again. Sorry, I'm gonna. This is grease, right? I'm just gonna...
Yeah, it's a grease. The square is.
It says in her tactics that she has a certain ability that she uses, but
So that you can't find it.
I'm pretty sure it would I'm pretty sure it would hit her allies, so I'm not gonna do it.
Maybe she just doesn't care about her allies.
I think she does.
She
on some level.
also says to heal her allies, so I don't know.
I'm gonna need a lot of will saves because she's going to channel negative energy to harm living creatures.
Is Drench in that?
Everybody, Drench is in this now.
Okay.
Everybody, give me will saves.
I made it. What about Lols? Does he have to make the will save? Look at that, he's
It
30
doesn't
feet
seem
away.
like the negative energy affects him.
Oh, okay, so he's not really there, as I suspected.
Or he might not be living.
Maybe he's undead. Maybe. I don't think it's actually Lols. Pretty sure. Just a hunch.
I have a feeling it's another shattered part of his psyche.
Aw, poor Drench.
Drench, no! I say an Aquan, because I know that. I think I know Aquan at least. Did I remember to take it last level?
Well, he knows Dwarven.
But
I do know Aquan.
Okay.
Drench knows Dwarven, so you could say it in Dwarven.
Yeah, but I say an Aquan because, yeah. I have to show off that I know Aquan now.
Alright.
Alright.
I actually know Aquan, Ignan, and Terran. The only one I don't know.
Just go ahead and give me your
Orin.
will save, and do you want to roll all of your summons for me, or do you want me?
Go ahead and roll all my summons.
Okie dokie.
As I suffer my own demise.
Oh yeah, you're gonna take full damage from this channel.
First
Don't worry,
is the
you got no
two
hit points. You'll be fine.
Rolanias. I'm not gonna roll the bonuses. I'm just gonna roll the flat.
A 30, damn, that's good.
And then the Hound Archons. So we've got. I'm pretty sure one of the Burlanis save. The other one might or might not if it has enough of a will save off the 12. Then let's see, 15 for
give
the
me a
Hound
minute, I'll
Archon.
check. Is the effect evil?
Yes.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Hound
Channel
Archons get
negative
a
energy.
+2 resistance.
Okay, so we'll add that in. So they have a +7 will save then.
I'm checking something here.
I just remembered I do have some of the main spells I could
Um,
use.
$23 is the damage. And the Brelanis, they just have a 6, I think.
for the Brelanis, will saves it's just a flat 6. Hound
Yeah.
Archons are going to be at a 7, and then
7, okay.
with that factored.
So
If
the
it's a
Hound
spell,
Archon
though,
that
it's a spell resistance, if applicable for all of them.
So Hound Archon 1 and 3 save versus it. They roll high enough. Brulani 1 saves, Brulani 2 does not save and takes the full damage. Anybody who rolled below a 21 takes the full damage. If you rolled higher than 21, then you take half the damage.
Aha! Take that.
Okay. Now, just to clarify, did the spell have spell resistance?
It's not a spell.
It's channel energy.
Oh, it's supernatural ability, channel energy.
Oh, right. Okay.
Alright, that doesn't even take away my temp hit points.
All right, and which one's 1 and 2 and 3 and all that shit for each of these guys?
I will mark them for you.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I feel confident that I can at least not die. So I got that going for me.
Okay, that's a good confident feeling.
Yeah.
I'm not so confident.
There we go.
So you
I
said,
marked it for you.
I
okay.
don't know about you guys, but I can get out.
Brulani
Alright.
1 saves, Brulani 2 did not. Hound Archon 1 and 3 saved, Hound Archon 2 did.
If you guys all
So
die,
the 2s did not save.
Well,
Okay.
I promise you
think
I will go
your
recruit a new
teleport-
party.
Your
Let's
teleport
see.
can take people, right?
Yeah, if they're next to me. Although it depends on the
Technically-
situation. If I have to use
Technically,
emergency
we can
force
all get
sphere,
out of here.
if I have to use emergency force sphere because they almost kill me, and then teleport in the emergency force sphere, then it's gonna just be me.
So the 2
Okay.
Hound Archons that took the full damage, the one might have poofed because that might have been half of its HP. Yeah, I'll let you do those. Because it's your turn now.
Yeah, I got to do some math. So,
Yeah, no worries.
okay, and
Everybody's planning their
So-
turn here.
it was just number 2s that took the full.
Yeah, Hound Archon number 2 took the full, and then Brulani number 2 also took the full.
I think
Okay.
you guys have to find a way to deal with these two dudes because I'm
So,
blind and I'm just gonna fight this guy.
Let's see. Okay. So that's what 11. 11:30. So fuck math. Okay. Yeah, so that's that's already dead.
I was subbing for a math
Yes.
teacher today.
Then 6, 33.
Kendall?
No, he's not there anymore.
Oh, you finally retired?
Yeah, he finally retired like 2 years ago. His son
Okay.
is there though.
Go ahead and remove Archon 2.
Okay.
That one poofed. Gus is going to see what he can do to remove the bindings off of Jane. Can he cut them down?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Do you have a slashing weapon?
Gus has his cane
Sword
cane
cane,
sword.
right?
So
That's
he's gonna
the slash weapon.
Yep. So he's gonna slash it open with the sword of it.
Go ahead and roll me an attack roll. Basically, just don't roll a 1.
Considering my attack rolls lately, let's see how well that goes.
That was not a 1, so you did damage.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me the. Oh, you got the damage too. All right. Oh, you're right there. You can take 2 attacks.
I might as well just take the 2 attacks on it.
Okay. Is your sword cane made out of anything like any kind of special material?
No, it is just simply a +1 enhancement, no special materials.
Okay. You're cutting through the fungus. It's not like terribly. It's not like hard or anything. Like, but it is particularly thick. Like the amount of fungus that has grown over her has been like an extreme amount over a very short amount of time, and you're cutting it away, but there's still some left on her. You basically haven't gotten through all of its hit points yet.
Okay. So for the
You
rest
almost
of
did.
So the Hound Archon 1 is going to go ahead and also try to cut Jane out of the bindings.
Okay. You can give me attack rolls.
It's going to be 2 attacks. Okay. Okay, that's the first.
Okay. That's a hit, and
That's
a
the
hit.
second. And then and you know what? Because its full round allows the bite, he'll go for the bite too.
Sure.
Of course, if the bindings count as an object, objects always exceed their will saves.
Even the bite hits
Damn.
barely.
Okay. I'll take it. So it's 2d6. 3.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna do enough damage to break her out of the.
Maybe. I mean, he's doing half damage or something, right? Or whatever the effect is from
So that's
being a shadow
first.
conjuration.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna do enough damage.
That's second.
Oh yeah. That gets her. That gets her.
Too bad the knight goes before she does. Norm.
So that breaks her out though.
Yeah, that breaks her out.
Got it. Okay. So that's that, and then the Archon that is next to Cormac is going to use aid on Cormac.
Okay. Good roll the 1d8. 1d8 plus 6.
$11.
All right. You get 11 temporary HP. Next summon.
Next summon is going to be okay, the Azadas. The Azada here is going to move over to Jane to do a heal.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
Okay. 21 points of healing on Jane.
Okay, it's effective. And the last one?
And then the last one is let's see. Hmm.
You can always shoot its bow.
Charging battery.
Yeah, I'm checking
Charging battery.
damages on the how things are going to work with wind form.
Well, it can shoot a wind blast for 36 points of damage.
Yeah, now in the wind when using whirlwind blast, I don't see an action type for that. So I don't know if that's just
It's just a standard action.
standard action for when whirlwind blast. Okay.
Yeah.
So it can't. It'll have to wind form then whirlwind. So that's two standards. Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and use. You know what? Let's try this. Cure serious wounds. Spear wielding human.
Okay, so it just moves right towards her and uses Cure Serious Wounds. All right.
It'll move there for it. That's more of a. Can it charge for that?
I
It was.
I think it technically can, because what
it is
what
a
it does
touch.
is it casts the spell. It has the touch spell in its hands, and then it can. No. Hold on. No, it can't charge with it. Sorry.
If it had cast it last turn, it could. If
Yeah.
it was like holding
If it
the
held
charge.
it.
Yeah,
if it held
the
it, yeah.
charge, it could.
Okay, so go ahead and give me the attack roll.
All right.
I thought about charging last round, but if I had, this doofus would have hit me, so I'm glad I didn't.
Okay, so let's see. Base attack bonus 7 plus.
And I hit him anyway, so.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's a 12. Okay, so
22 touches.
okay, and then
Let's see. What's the DC on it? Can you tell me that?
let's see. DC.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it saves because it had a 22 as its will
Yeah,
save.
because I think it's DC is a 15 most likely.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll me the damage. The good thing is that even though it's going to take half damage from the attack, it believed earlier that it was real from the lightning bolt, so it's only going to take half.
Hey, you know what? I
It
close to
could
maximize
have been fourth instead. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
so it
so you're
takes
more injured
14
now.
damage then.
Okay.
Ah!
Yep, that works. Is that your turn, Gus? Yeah, because I think you.
That
Alright.
is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, that's 4.
All right, finger.
Alright, well, this guy attacked me last turn, so I know where he's at. I'm going to move over to the side of him here, and I'm going to continue it. I'm going to full round him this time. I'm going to use a swift action. Again, arcane accuracy, only +3, but still, it's probably worth it. And I'm just going to do a full attack action here. I might be able to just take him out of the fight if I hit him with multiple attacks, potentially. So, let's see. First attack,
She has more
25.
damage. That hits.
Alright, so 4 fire damage, rest physical, and he has to make a will save. And then regardless of what happens, I'm going to continue attacking him. There's another hit. That'll be another will save and 18 damage there. 3 fire, 15 physical.
19 is his will save.
Okay, that I think makes it. My DC is 18, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, twice. So he took 17 and then 18.
You have to make the save twice as well, because as I continue hitting, you just keep making the save.
No, I don't, because you kill him with those 2 attacks.
Okay, cool. I keep attacking him anyway because I'm blind.
Okay, you chop him
I
up.
probably hit him.
And
I have one more attack.
His arms and like limbs and stuff, like they're surprisingly easy to cut off and such, because all that's really in him is just all of this fungus, this plant matter.
All right, well that's it for my turn. I did something.
All right, this one full rounds the whatchamacallit. No, it's not concerned about this thing. She's gonna go smack the cat. But the Hound Archon can take an attack of opportunity on her, and so can Jane.
Do it, Jane. Hit with the short sword that I gave you.
Yeah,
Red Destiny. It's a legendary sword. That's only a +2, but you know it's sort of legendary.
Yeah, she misses. She moves over to Kudu, and she's going to attack you.
Oh.
All right, well you got like concealment and shit. So
That's true.
I believe in you.
This is off the wall question, but did monks have a
Does-
resurrection spell in Guild Wars?
Oh.
Yeah.
Kudu,
What
does a
was it called?
28 beat
Well,
your
they had a
CMC?
few. They had
Contribute.
Resurrection was one, but they also had the infamous one was Rebirth
28?
because that's the one that teleported them back to you when you used it on them.
28 hits, but because I have the shroud. Wait, I'm looking at Drench.
Your PvP player is showing in that question though, because if you played PvE, you would know a lot about Monk Resurrection.
I know the druid one, not druid, but
Or the ritualist.
ritualist.
Yeah, that's like the thing. Where like as a ritualist, like I thought only Writs had resurrection spells. Like no, they're the only ones that have good ones that are
Is
usable.
there a concealment that I need to roll?
So
20%, right?
shimmering mirage is 20%. Yes.
Okay, so this is gonna be
One miss.
under.
Or if you roll
The,
D5,
the lower end is going to.
Yep.
Yeah.
lower ends
So
miss.
1 through 20 misses.
No.
Alright, she isn't fooled by the shroud. She trips you. She's getting up in your face. That guy's dead.
Yeah.
Cormac.
Alright, so Cormac's turn's gonna be a lot. He is going to, first thing, he's gonna channel energy to heal everybody. He's not gonna do damage.
Yay!
He's gonna heal his allies, and since they're undead, I don't think they heal, so
Yeah.
doesn't have to worry
They
about
wouldn't heal
selecting.
anyway.
Alright, so what do I heal for? I haven't rolled
I'm
yet.
gonna roll it.
Yeah.
Roll it.
It's like D6s or something, yeah. Alright. Plus 35. That was not the D it. That was sorry, I'm dumb. That was the percentage roll.
So plus 28.
Plus 28, that's almost 35.
And as right after he does that, he enters a rage. As a free action.
Yeah, you can I think there's a feat that lets you do both at the same time. Like a
It
high
has to
level.
at least be a feat, because like back in
Yeah,
3.5,
but that used to be how it worked.
and it was really cheap.
Yeah, it was kind of dumb.
Luckily,
Alright, you enter a rage. Are you going to do something with that strength?
Probably.
I can't now. That's
Oh,
true.
you channel. Okay, that's right. So everybody gets back, 28.
28. I'm at 1 below maximum health and have temporary hit points.
Yeah.
So
Gus,
now-
make
And
sure
I'm
to heal yourself.
blind.
Remember,
And
Matt.
at peak fight-
Matt. Now, I'm using the Unchained Rage.
Yeah,
now.
so you have temporary HP.
Temporary hit points.
You
yeah.
don't suffer from sudden barbarian death syndrome.
I wish I'd prepared monstrous physique right now, because then I could just transform into something that has like scent or something.
Jane is going to move back over here where she dropped her gun, and she's going to.
And he would have activated his Pugnacious as well. So he's going to get a bonus to hit against things.
Might as well activate it now in case he provokes, right?
But yeah, that's... He would have done all that before he finished his turn. Before I finish my turn, I just keep.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I have a lot of stuff that I could have. I just had to look at my sheet.
But that's Jane's turn. Kudu.
There's a lot of sheet.
Okay.
A lot of sheet to look through.
5. Oh, I'm tripped. Rude.
Very rude. They're a wall up, I guess.
Yeah, I have to concentrate to do that.
I have to concentrate to do that, though.
Might
But if
be a
it
bad idea.
works-
It'll stop her from full round.
If it works, he'd be able to stand up and 5 foot back, and the wall would be in the way.
And Gus healed for 28 as well. I don't know if you got
Okay,
that.
let me
in.
see what level it is. Level 1.
I healed all the summons too,
17,
right?
DC 17.
Yeah, it should have. It heals all allies.
So this is a 20 plus 13. 13 plus 7 is... I
20.
succeed at concentrating, and I put a wall up between me and her.
Okay.
It's like a wall of
You
ice or
darn
something.
wall.
Yeah.
Like, and it just see
Alrighty,
through.
you
but,
do
like,
that.
And then
Yeah,
stand
you
up.
can't attack you.
Okay.
And you still can 5-foot step if you want.
I guess that's true.
That thing is a free action once you stand
Wait,
up.
you know what? My intelligence is really low. I'm not sure if I would think about those things, though.
Fair enough.
I didn't do those things, so I don't know if she would.
You got a wall either way.
Yeah, I'll just stand up and well.
Alright, you do. Alright, the spear wielder. She gonna do it again. She gonna channel negative energy.
Alright.
Everybody give me a will save.
Okay.
How does undead actually know this kind of shit?
So,
Well,
Sin,
they're
you
not
got
normal
that
undead.
healing? Did you get that healing, by the way, from
Oh, it's really low.
channel earlier?
Yeah, I healed everybody for 28 earlier. I don't know
Oh.
if you're around.
Yeah.
I did not notice that.
So that'll
Oh.
help offset that a little bit. Okay, I might have failed that one.
Yeah.
So much for the healing, but
Good
I mean,
thing
whatever.
she didn't do a lot.
I'm like, oh, she rolled it was 12 this time? Wow.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
that
the
might
same
be
as I took on the one that I made, so.
Give me a sec.
Alright, so let's see. I lose all my temporary hit points and a little bit of my actual hit points here. But I'm still pretty healthy health right now, so.
There's just
Healthy.
negative energy just pouring out of her.
Healthy health as it is.
The Unchained Barbarian doesn't get the will save bonus, does it?
I think they do.
Oh yeah, +2 to will saves. This will be 2 higher because I don't know how to put it in yet.
I earned 50 keys by clicking a button on Twitch. Yay, Twitch.
So 23
See,
total.
That
I can
means
highlight.
you've been actively present watching.
So, Brulani
shit.
1 fails. Brulani 2 succeeds. Hound Archon 1 fails, and Hound Archon 3.
I need to save it for 5,000 so Secret can give me a shout
yeah,
out.
if you rolled 21 or higher, you save and take half of 12. If you rolled lower than 21, you take 12 points of damage.
All right.
Which wasn't
Or you can resurrect yourself if you die.
All right, both Hound Archons are gone. What did the Brelanis roll?
the Brulani's had the 13 and the 20, so Brulani 1 failed, and Brulani 2.
Okay. And Brelani 2 saved, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't forget the Brelanian Hound Archons got healed by the channel as well, technically. So that'll offset some of that damage they take.
Yeah, that's
Probably puts them back to full, and then they take this damage. Considering that 28 is probably like their full hit points. That was a good channel roll, actually. Looking at it, it's pretty good.
yeah. I
feel like
planned on
I
doing
don't know
that.
what's the average of 7d6. 3.5 times 6 is 21. Yeah, that's above average. It's pretty good.
Last time?
The channeler? Like
She did a lot more than that. She did like 25 last time was what she rolled.
Yeah, this one.
And this time she rolled a 12.
Nice save.
5d6.
so if
she
okay,
her average is like 18.5. So yeah, that 12 is well below it. But she was rolling above average the other times. So
okay. Doing math here.
It's
Okay.
Eight.
out.
An 8.
I like how Kudu just deleted all of her health.
I'm just using Hero Lab now. I've been so.
Yeah,
I'm gonna edit it.
Yeah.
33.
It's rough. It's rough.
27. Okay.
I actually
All right.
health is one of the few things I don't track in Hero Lab. I actually track better roll 20.
So once you got that figured out, Gus, it's your turn.
All right. Figured that part out. So, Gus is going to have the I guess the Berlani and the Hound Archon.
Oh, they're getting in
You
there.
know what? Actually, that one will move here, and then. Question: for the 2 times a day, is it 2 times a day per spell listed, or is it 2 times a day overall on any of the spells listed in there over for the
For their
Belani Azana?
spells?
Yeah, are we treating it like
The
sorcerer?
way monster attacks work is that they get 2 times per day of each of those things.
Got it. Okay, so then what number 1's going to do is throw a lightning bolt across both of these.
Oh shit! I like it.
And
Okay, yeah, it lines up.
actually, you
Alright,
know what? It could actually probably do. Actually, no. Yeah, it's gonna do the lightning bolt.
Okay.
So go ahead and do a reflex.
So this one fails. She succeeds.
That's
So go ahead
good
and roll the damage.
because this doofus also failed the will save, so she's gonna just take
that
full
one relieves
damage.
the sense of real
She
stuff.
might be down. You might get her.
That's
I think my next feat is going to be reactive healing.
what the fuck?
I know, right? It's just like,
What is
Alright.
up with these
Alright.
stupid freaking rolls?
Dun, dun,
Alright, she's still up.
That's the same as last time, isn't it?
Yes,
pretty-
it is.
Pretty similar, yeah. Maybe even the same roll.
I'm
I mean,
very upset about this.
the exact combination of dice roll wasn't the same, but yes, it was the same result in the end.
Yeah, that's an
Fucking
incredibly low roll.
like seriously, that's.
I mean, this time at least you got that 5 there. That's above average. Like that.
All right.
There you go.
You know
One-
what?
one
Fuck it.
good
This
roll
one is
out.
going to move over here and is going to lightning bolt all
gonna
across
lightning
down
bolt them
through
back.
all 3. But it's not going to affect the Azada because they're immune to electricity.
Yeah, that's it. They just lightning
Yay!
bolt, ping pong, tennis between each.
Boom.
They don't care. They're immune to electricity. It's fine.
So
You know what
saves
you're
on
doing?
both of them again.
You're doing
Okay,
the
Okay,
Ocarina
some
of
similar
Time.
rolls here. This one fails. This one succeeds.
Tesla coil here.
I know what you're talking about.
the Ocarina of Time where
Energy
you
ball
hit it back.
tennis.
Yeah, energy ball
Roll the
tennis.
damage.
Yes.
That was much better.
I'll take that damage. You'll take that damage and you'll like it.
Alright, this one's looking pretty hurt now. This one is not looking that bad. Yeah, not that bad still.
This one will be able to move down
Yeah,
around.
she's still pretty healthy.
Wait, is this Greece?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Grease.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Then I
your
guess
turn?
it's gonna move there.
Oh, the Hound Archons.
Yeah, so the 2 Hound Archons are gonna be now taking their attacks, and that's gonna be we're just gonna go with Great Sword and Bites.
Alright, go ahead.
So let's go ahead and do.
Okay. I've realized I don't think I rolled concealment last for those 2 attacks that killed the sword wielding guy, but they would have killed him anyway because I made this concealment roll.
That's a decent roll, actually. Does that threat?
Yes, it does threaten because they have
it
great
does
swords.
threat because they're great swords. Cool. So that's a threat, and let's see if it confirms.
Except that the 28 does
oh,
not.
yeah, because
hit her.
Doesn't even hit.
wait, what?
Nope. She has more than 28 AC.
Oh, fuck! I have to net.
Yeah.
That's great.
How?
The sum. Well, yeah, because
She's
they're
got
low
heavy armor. She's like
yeah,
a
she's in
AC
full plate.
tank.
Yeah.
But
She has
she's
full plate
dead.
like me.
28 would miss. I mean, that would miss me if I had my defenses up too. So.
Like I said
Well-
before, when she blocked your bolt, although she's undead, they move with surprising.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, like I said, if I have my
full
shield
round.
spell up, I have a 30 AC, so
let's
it's
see.
not that crazy. It's
And
pretty reasonable.
gotta check and see if my bites at least crit.
You gotta fish
Or
for that
auto hit at
20.
least. That's
Yeah.
pretty much what I'm fishing for at this point.
Yeah, fish for the
Nope,
20s.
everything misses because they're all freaking.
You gotta do something to lower AC first. I don't know.
Lower AC or summon
Tank
something.
Attack their reflex.
Or
Yeah,
go
that
after
one.
Okay,
touch
you know what?
attacks.
Because
Or
Gus
go up to
still,
touch, yeah.
since Gus can still do shit, Gus is going to go ahead and summon more fucking Brelani Azadas. And
Oh my god. Alright.
fucking overkill!
Yeah. As Gus does.
Shoot all the lightning bolts. Make like a fucking conga line of Azadas. Yeah. That'll work.
One here, one here. I'm gonna go and you're just gonna have to roll those reflexes.
Rip.
Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
Okay, that's easy.
And will saves. This is the new ones.
Go ahead and roll the damage for the lightning bolts.
So that's one of them.
It's about average.
That's the other. God, what
that
the
one's,
fuck?
That one's
The
way
14
below
your
average.
turn.
Why am I constantly rolling 14s?
14s is it's your lucky number, I guess. You should
It's just
just
like,
embrace it. Embrace the 14s.
fuck this shit.
No,
It's
embrace the
better
14s.
than... What would it be?
It's better than
Except-
0.
It's
Except
better
you're
than
being
6.
the master of 14s.
Which is 12, right? Yeah.
It's
14
better
is
than
better than 12.
It's better than 6.
It is better than 12
Yeah.
when you're doing damage to someone. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want to take them alive
What's
and
the
you're not doing
DC
it
of
on
your
people.
illusions?
that's fair.
Your shadow conjuration?
There are
Is it
narrow
like
situations
22?
where 12 is better
I'm
than
sorry,
14.
there's too much talking going on. What was that, Matt?
The DC of your shadow conjurations, is it 22? Or 21 or something?
DC on conjurations. Let me double check if it's on that.
I know it's like 20 something.
Yeah. 22. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, well, the good news is the first lightning bolt did full damage to both of them, because they both believed it and they failed their save.
That's the one that did the most damage, too.
Yeah.
Maybe
Wait.
Doofer down here.
Do undead have to believe or disbelieve?
Yeah,
Technically,
they
because
still
these
do.
are illusions.
Yep. And that's actually one of the weird things. Like, normally they're immune to mind affecting stuff, but, like, illusions are like that are one of the few things that's a will save that's not mind affecting.
Yeah.
So it's like I have that feat that makes me do my charisma bonus to will saves instead of wisdom on my oracle, but I just have it set up configured to roll off charisma on fancy grounds. But if it's like an illusion, I have to switch it back to will before I roll, because in that situation it's not.
Okay. They took some damage. This one is still looking pretty bad, like just a little bit more.
Well, I can't see
Push
anything.
it over.
So
This one's still looking fairly healthy.
The armored one is looking healthy.
I don't think
Yeah.
she's moved since then, but I don't know if I know where she's at.
No one's attacked her in melee.
I might have to take a move action to try to roll perception to try to identify where they're at. So, unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a whole lot here. Well, maybe. We'll see. Let me see. Let's do the perception first. Okay, I probably know where they're at. That's a 33.
Yeah.
What do I have, though, that can... Okay, I can't spell combat. All my spells are touch spells because I'm a magus. Dang.
Do you have
The
the
truth hurts.
calcifying touch?
I do have that spell, but I'm not going to use it here.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to 5-foot fly a little bit closer to where I hear them, and I'm going to use my most potent magic.
Oh.
I'm going to cast Ray of Frost at
Alright.
lady.
1, 3, bring it on.
Roll your
At
thing.
the square that I think she's at. So let's see. What's her
Yeah,
range
sure.
attack? +9 +2 +1 because of 8
Okay.
or whatever. Alright. Hey! I gotta roll versus concealment though. I don't get blind fight versus because it's not a melee
sure, go ahead.
attack. I miss because of concealment. Alright.
You miss,
turn.
and it saves Fingrim the embarrassment of remembering that these things are resistant.
Perfect. Well, I didn't have any other options really, but I know where she's at now. So she's probably gonna
Yep.
move a little bit, but I know where she's at least.
Alright.
I can't see. Even if I hit, I wouldn't have known that it didn't do
There's
anything.
all these things around her.
She's
Alright, I
probably
gotta
gonna.
start killing them.
She's probably gonna move. I feel like, but yeah. Maybe not. I don't know. I mean, she could. I doesn't have a lot of room to move to. She's like really well surrounded. I guess she's got 2 squares that she can easily move into. She could run into the grease. Do you want to do that? Do you want to run into the grease?
She's going to
I
attack
promise it'll be fun.
this one with her flail.
I guess she believes that they're real, right?
Maybe.
Oh, they're annoying and shooting lightning bolts.
She hasn't really interacted with them specifically.
Oh wait, hold on. No, she can reach Cormac. The wall is just up there with Kudu.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
never
true.
mind. She's gonna attack Cormac.
Cormac can take it. I believe in you, Cormac.
Hopefully he
Oh,
can.
Oh,
Okay.
especially now.
She's gonna try and trip you first. Does a 32 trip you?
That's going against CMD.
CMD.
Right? Yeah.
Tell you who it wouldn't trip.
Alright, she trips you.
Me, just because I'm flying. That's the only reason why I wouldn't. Otherwise, 32 would do it.
She's gonna keep taking her iteratives on you now that you're prone.
It almost wouldn't. My CMD is 31.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure this is gonna. That's a 30 to hit while you're prone.
Yeah.
Harsh.
And then does a 25 hit you while you're prone?
Yes. I do not have all my spells up. All my defensive spells.
Alright, she hits you twice, and then 1 tentacle attack comes after you. You guys all notice that after wrapping Jane up in the tentacle, that one has not grown.
Takes time to do that, then, I guess. Huh. It's kind of a neat ability, though. just go
Does a
around and
24 hit you
tie
while you're
people
prone?
up.
Yeah, that hits. That
Alright.
meets.
Your AC is lower from raging, too, isn't it? By like 2 or whatever.
I don't know with the Unchained. Let me check. I'm not
Yeah, it
100%.
does.
I think it's a -2 AC, just like normal.
Then yeah, it's 22 then.
Okay. She does a little bit of damage to you, and the grapple check here is going to be.
Do you still have freedom of movement on, though?
Yeah.
Okay, so then she tries to
It don't
grapple you,
matter.
but it doesn't.
Don't matter.
That's her turn. Alright, that one's dead. It's Cormac!
Finish her. I guess you're prone, so maybe not. You can try.
I mean, I'm still doing subtraction of health and shit, so just give me a second.
I know. Roll 20 is it's rough. Roll 20 has
Well,
been
luckily
very
it's-
bad at us.
Luckily, since I haven't moved my character, it's doing it fine.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just, it's
That's
like
what's been weird.
getting all.
Like I can edit my token numbers fine, and it doesn't care. But if I try to move, it freaks out, which is like the opposite it
No.
used to be. Like in Second Darkness, anytime I tried to edit my health, it flipped out and would like
I
freeze
can.
up.
I can stand up with provoking and still attack, right? Or is that?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
correct. You just take some move actions. So if you're only gonna do one
Yeah.
attack anyway,
Yeah.
And you're planning to do like
he's-
smiting, whatever.
Destructive smite.
You'll
Yeah.
get up and you'll provoke.
All right.
All right, she's gonna try and disarm you with her.
Oh no!
It's all right.
No! Hopefully she just fails her CMD or CMB. It's fine.
36.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn
that
it!
that's it.
You got
All
disarmed.
right, she gets that thing
She
out of your
disarms me, but Cormac is a cleric that has a special feat
Yes,
or a
you
special
do.
ability. He instead of doing what he was planning on doing with it, he uses his weapon master to give himself unarmed strike.
Nice.
The feat.
You can punch it really hard with your fist.
Yes.
So
Destructive
he's
smite
gonna
punch. I love it.
Yeah, basically, yeah, that's what he's doing. So let me. What's the dice for?
As a character who has improved unarmed strike, I appreciate
You're
this.
1d6.
That was originally the plan with this character, and then I ended up not following up through with it. But as originally planning to just punch people with this character, and then I just
And he's gonna make a
sword at the beginning of the campaign. So I was like,
he's gonna make it a
it
power attack as well.
All right.
Give me a sec to get all that worked in. 1d6.
Although improved unarmed strike's still been pretty nice for me, even despite not actually punching people very often. It's been useful from time to time. Plus, it gave me crane style. I needed it to get crane style, which has saved my ass multiple times. So yeah. Overall, good feat investment. Even though this build is like super weird for as far as Magus builds.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting all my bonuses and all that.
Yeah, I can figure it.
In.
I don't know if you've punched anybody with destructive smite the entire campaign. This is like a first, I think.
I'm down.
It's gonna say heavy mace because I just plugged it into my mace.
Sure.
But it's not. So give me one more second. Ignore the second attack. It's just the first attack.
Okay. Unfortunately, that 17 is not enough to hit her.
Yeah, but
but you do valiantly try to punch her. All right, Jane's got her gun back. She's gonna move down here, and she's actually gonna shoot. She's gonna shoot this one. She's gonna smiting shot it. She can go kapow. That touches, and that does some damage. Is it enough to down her? She's still up. How is she still up? Kudu.
Okay. So people not looking too terribly hurt. I'm gonna move.
Okay.
You got that wall to give you cover. So
Yep.
Just keep in mind that once Gus's turn comes up, that there's going to be an additional 2 waves of 14 damage that are going to be issued out.
Yes.
How many times have I hit for 14? Was it like 4 times for 14
Someone's
damage?
gonna like ask me that. They're like, what is the average result of rolling 66? And I'll be like, 14.
It's incorrect. Yeah, but
Correct.
you haven't seen me roll.
No. I mean, I know mathematically if you calculate the average and so blah blah blah, but empirically, I've done the experiments.
It's been 14. Just nothing but 14.
collected
Hold
the
on, let me
data.
pull up my freaking dice.
So Kuda's over
14.
here. Is she going to? What's she gonna?
Oh, I was waiting for them to finish talking.
Yeah, go.
Sorry.
Okay.
I am going to heal myself, and I'm going to have to
Okie
burn
dokie.
myself to do so. And let's get this roll here. I rolled. It's coming. I'm sure it is.
Oh no! This is what happened to Zadurian. He'd roll his dice, and then like the result wouldn't show up, and he'd post a screenshot of it on Discord for me.
Yeah, that was funny.
Well, I haven't gotten a result, but it did.
Oh man!
The text went away.
All right, well, this one is going to channel energy again to damage living creatures.
I'll
How
roll it
dare you.
again. Okay, yeah, it'll eventually
Yep, I'm gonna
arrive.
get rid of all
Oh.
these.
Hey, there it is. All right, no, that was
No.
Matt's.
Yeah. Oh well.
I got my hopes like, and it crushed.
Whatever.
crushed
I
my
don't even
dreams.
care now.
Hey, I made the save. Bow, bow, bow.
What the
Get rid of
heck?
Let's
that.
destroy all these
10
summons.
hit points. I took half of that, so that's 8 damage. Oh dang! Look at those 20s. I wish that was on an attack roll, but if it was, I probably missed the concealment. Oh shit! I could 5
We're
foot.
rolling will saves, right?
Yeah.
I could 5 foot fly in spell combat if I wanted to. With
That
like
will saves too higher, so 17. I mean, still.
no matter. You rolled a 1.
Yeah, it's a 1.
Yeah, I didn't see it until I clicked
All
out
right,
of it.
so both the Hound
Yeah.
Archons save and take half. The Berlanis all take full except for Berlani number 3.
God, how did this combat go? Like, get so bad
Crazy
for
numbers.
us?
The beginning started out pretty rough because the dude was just stabbing the hell out of Cormac.
Yeah. That's what I get for like doing my little fan out maneuver and nobody else is on the same page. Well, I don't know. Yeah. It's rough. I
Let's see
rolled
what this damage is
super low. That's like I had multiple combats in this book where I just roll 3 on it, like initiative. I think
Yeah.
I've had that exact result like in like 3 combats at least.
What's the multiplier for a crit on unarmed?
Times
Just
2.
times 2.
Okay, 20. I'm
Yep,
guessing
I got
it's
20.
not.
Yeah. You gotta
All
roll
right,
20 and it's times 2.
I just set up a whole thing for unarmed strikes just to do it.
Although as long as you don't get knocked prone, you can pull a weapon out as a move action.
Oh, I know. I was just making sure, like,
Yeah,
because he
yeah,
might
you never
disarm me again.
Alright, well, that's her turn. She
What's
channels
damage?
negative energy. The damage was 17 total. So both of the Hound Archons are going to take 8 because they both saved. And Berlani's 1, 2, and 4 take the full 17. Berlani number 3 saves.
Oh no! One of the Hound Archons. No.
They serve their purpose. So Braylani 3 is the one that saves.
But you don't understand. I willingly failed my will save so that they could heal me. So I believe they're real.
You know, it's hard to lose someone. You said it's 8 damage, right? For
8 damage for the save.
For the save, okay.
17 for total.
17 for the ones that failed. So you might have lost a couple of the Berlanis because I think they might have taken. But the 2 of them are brand new, so they have like.
There was. Damage. It was actually the healing actually apparently saved their ass.
Oh. Cool.
So
yeah, when Cormac
they're all up.
Wait.
All right. It's your turn now, Gus.
Let's see. The number 1 is going to be attacking.
Yeah, this guy's out of chain lightning, so because he used both.
Yeah. Yeah. Number 1's just going to be attacking with the scimitar, and so let's see.
Okay. So 2 scimitar attack.
14. That's a threat if it hits.
That is a possible critical roll.
Yeah, the cleric has a much lower AC.
That's a 24.
It is just shy of a crit, but it hit, so roll the damage.
All right. Wait, is it D6 plus 8? Okay. 12 points of damage. The
All right. It's dead. It finally dies.
And the one here's still up, right?
Yep. She's very up.
All right. The let's see. 1, 2's still got one left. So 2, 3, and 4 are each going to go ahead and do lightning bolt.
Okay.
Down the line.
Man. I cast See Invisibility earlier, but unfortunately I just realized Blindness Deafness completely counters that ability.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage. Roll the 66
Check out this
twice.
Tesla coil.
Hey, those aren't 14s. Look at that. You
Boom!
did it. I mean, 17 is still below average, but 27 is well above, and 22 is like right at.
Shock at night.
I bet if you add those up and take the average of those, it'll probably be like the average of 66. Close to, at least. Actually, that's above average, right?
Okay. She is taking a little bit of damage from. They're doing a little bit.
It's one above average. It's pretty good.
She had 2 saves and 1 fail, but yeah, she's taking some damage.
All right.
All right.
Cool.
What about you, Gus?
Gus himself is you know what? Because why the fuck not? Wait, never mind. Bad idea. That won't work. That won't work. Well, fucking A, what will? Let's see. How's Kudu looking right now?
Oh, I'm fine. There's nothing you can do for me.
Her health is alright. The bar is deceptive by being blank.
I see.
But she actually has decent health right now. She just healed herself last turn.
Yeah, I'm just she looks tired, which can only be
She has a lot
solved
of
by
burn.
rest.
Okay. I guess Gus is just gonna go ahead and drink a potion of healing.
All right.
And it's just gonna be. I think he's got a cure light wounds. I think. Let me just double check on that prior to committing to that. Yes, he has a cure light wounds. So let me roll that d8, and it'll be a +1. So it's 5, 6. Okay.
Alrighty, finger him.
Alright.
It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And he is
7,
moving back.
8, 9. It's only 9 on 1.
Assuming this thing actually wants
Alright,
to
well, I took last turn to,
There we go.
sense where these guys were at, so I'm gonna assume he's still in the same spot. I'm gonna fly over above my grease. Before I do, though, I'm gonna cast Shocking Grasp, and I'm gonna try to Shocking Grasp this guy. I don't want to fight defensively. Yes, I think I do. I'm gonna fight defensively in case this guy decides to attack me back. Alright, so I'm also gonna use a swift action to use Arcane Accuracy. And he is wearing, or she is wearing metal and holding a metal weapon, so I get that +3 bonus as well. So overall, this will have pretty good chance to hit. I rolled a 3 though, so I probably miss.
The total? Oh, yeah, you do.
Total is 24. Alright, well, I got Shocking Grass still, so. Even with that
Yeah.
+3, I used an Arcane Pool point just to give myself a +3, and it didn't matter because I rolled so terrible. Alright, well, maybe if I hadn't fought defensive, I would have still missed because of that roll. This guy's AC is in the low or high 20s or low 30s. Alright, that's my turn.
Alright, so it's her now. Alright, she's gonna keep fighting Cormac. I'm gonna beat the shit out of
Cormac's willing.
you. He's like, yes.
Honorable.
Alright, here come just 3 attacks. You don't have a weapon, so she doesn't consider you that much of a threat, but she's gonna pummel your...
Well, technically, I still do have a weapon because it's active until my next turn.
Right. Nothing to disarm, though.
So, disarm.
Okay.
Like, my arm.
Your arm, yeah, by cutting it off. I don't think she has power attack. No, she doesn't. Okay, so the first attack, that's going to be a 30. That hits, right?
Yeah, that hits. My AC right now is 25.
This next attack is a possible critical.
Yuck.
It probably does confirm. 16 plus 18, yeah, it's 34.
Yep.
And then the last one might not hit. It's a 20.
It does not hit.
Okay, so you're going to take 2 hits here. One's a critical, one's a non-crit. Alright. You still up?
Yeah, it should be.
Alright, and the tentacle attack misses. That's her turn. It's your turn.
Yep, I'm barely up. So he's going to draw. Save myself with health, or do I want to attack this bastard? He's gonna go for the attack. He is going to pull out his heavy mace.
Alright.
Draw his heavy mace, and he's gonna attack this thing. Destructive Smite and power attack, and he's using his weapon master to give himself a feat that ignores the penalty of the power attack.
Nice, the Furious Focus.
Yeah, Furious
Alright,
Focus,
swing away. Good luck. She got high AC.
And he's activating his pugnacious ability, which, like, the hatch will make it one size
higher.
Yeah. Just for this attack. And here it comes.
24.
Yep.
Good damage.
That's
Unfortunately, that does not hit. She's too tanky. You're getting closer, though.
It's only 5 higher than the other. I feel like it should be higher, though, because of Furious Focus, right? Or is the other one too high? What's going on here?
What do you mean?
17 minus 5 is 12, but like if you have Furious Focus and you're power attacking, then either the first attack should have a higher bonus or the second attack should have a bigger penalty, right? There should be a bigger difference between your first iterative and second iterative with Furious Focus, I feel like.
I didn't. The second attack doesn't count.
Oh, okay.
I'm not-
It's just the math is just completely wrong on that one. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah. I
So that's the
have
one that's wrong then. Okay, fair enough.
All right. Jane's gonna take 2 smiting shots on her.
in order to use the Furious Focus. It's
Yeah.
one attack.
And a 5-foot step
That's-
back, and
I just
yeah, 2
didn't
damage.
have it unmarked for.
There's 1, and then 5 down. That'll still hit with the 5 down. 15 and 13. That is damage. All right. Jane's doing some damage, but she's running out of those sleuth luck things that she can use the smiting shot. Secret, you're up.
Oh.
Yeah, we're still in it.
Yeah. I'm going to avoid burning and empowering and heal myself again.
Okay. And will that be your turn?
Yeah. It never
Okay,
did
Gus.
roll. It's not rolling for me at all. I just reload.
If it continues to fail, you can always roll it in Discord.
Yeah.
In the Pathfinder rolling channel.
Gus is going to, I guess he's gonna just have the minions come in and, you know what? Let's see. 1.
I guess I didn't need to roll twice, but there you go.
Yep, there you go.
No, you had to roll for the one last round because that never went through, right?
Right, I'm just saying I guess I didn't need to heal myself this round because of that roll. But that's fine. Kudu doesn't want to exert anymore.
You'd always step up and heal Cormac with that second one.
Oh, good idea. Yeah, I'll do that.
You know what? No, this one can actually go
5
here.
foot step
Okay,
and
so all of them are going to use cure serious wounds.
Okay.
But offensively.
Actually, huh?
But offensively, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. We're gonna just. I think number 2 cannot, if I recall. Though I think it's used both of its uses, so it's gonna use a scimitar.
Okay.
So I'll start with the scimitar attack just to get that one out of the way.
Sure.
Nat 20.
Okay, roll it again.
23. That's not
Miss.
gonna do anything, but hey, I'll take it. And then second attack just to get that out of the way.
Miss.
And then the bite. Or so why? No,
They don't
never
have
mind. Not a bite. Never mind. Ignore that. I was thinking the Archon for a second there. Okay, so just the nat 20. So that's just gonna be standard damage. So It's been one of those days, I think. 6 plus 8. $11 damage.
Okay, they take it.
And then I guess Will saves for 3 cure serious wounds.
Roll their melee touches, because we're still gonna see if they hit the touch.
Okay. Actually, I'll just do 18. It's all right. Let's see. 7 plus. Okay, so it's a 12. Okay. So that's first, second, and third. Okay.
Okay, they all touch.
They all touch?
Go ahead and roll their damages. Should be like what, 3d8 plus 6 3 times. Okay, there's one. There's 2, 3. Okay. So this is gonna be this one. All right, she's taking some damage. More damage, actually. Looking
She's
kind of
still
hurt now.
freaking up.
Oh yeah, she. This thing is she has some health. Is that your turn?
Like how much? Like 500 freaking hit points?
More like 150.
I'm surprised we haven't burned through all of that yet. All right.
Well, she got healed too, so yeah.
Yeah, I guess Gus is not going to do much else on his end.
All right, finger.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the things, the Magus things. Technically, okay. I am gonna do spell combat, but I'm gonna start with the attacks first. Because if I cast a spell first, I would break the. Well, I'll start with at least one attack first. Because if once I cast a spell, I'm gonna lose a charge on the shocking grass. I want to do that first. First attack. Before I do the first attack, I'm gonna do swift action though for arcane accuracy because I'm just gonna go Nova in this fight. I still have 2 more charges of it.
Now is the time to kill this. Thing.
She is holding a metal thing, so. Oh, actually, it's 2 higher, 33 or 34 because of the flank bonus. All right, so let's see. I got a D8 plus 7 plus. Oops, that's not 7. That's a 9. Plus D6 fire plus 5d6 electricity. So I know it's a lot of shit, but let's see here. The electricity. Maybe I should have rolled it separately, but anyway, yeah. So some of that's electricity damage. Then I'm gonna cast the spell. I'm gonna attempt to cast it defensively.
Okay.
I activated Prehensile Hair as well, so it's gonna give me my concentration bonus as well. I think I auto succeed on level 2 spells. Yeah, because it's gonna be a level 2 spell. I'm gonna cast Sense Vitals.
Oh, did you do the concealment?
I did not do concealment. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I had concealment. What's the concealment roll?
Because you're blind.
Oh, because I'm blind. Duh. Alright, we're good.
Yeah.
I made it. Actually, in that case, I won't do Sense Vitals. I forgot. I can't do Sense Vitals while I'm 50% concealment. So maybe I'm not doing. I guess I'm just gonna do full attack and not cast a spell because I don't have any good spells here anyway.
Yeah, go for it.
And actually, I didn't put the -2 anyway. Well, it would have been fine. That would offset. Actually, 21 would have been the correct number in that case. But all right, that's a chance for critical. I wish I got the crit on the other one, but confirmed.
All right, yeah, that confirms.
All right, 3 fire
All
damage. The
right.
rest is slashing damage.
You did it.
All right, I gotta roll concealment though.
You
Actually,
did it.
I was like, if he doesn't bring it down,
I
I
got the
was
concealment. We're good.
I was gonna end my rage and
She
freaking channel
lost
out this thing.
more of her health in that one round than she had lost like in the entire rest of the fight.
Yeah, it makes sense.
You guys did it.
Just Magus things, I
Yay!
guess.
You finally did it. I'll take us a lot of
Yeah, I was-
initiatives now.
Two-handed my Archon sword too, actually. So yeah, I rolled the way I rolled my damage would have been incorrect if I was spell combating anyway. So yeah, it worked out. I was doing things incorrectly, but it was correct in the end.
Cormac
Something like that.
ends his rage and like wobbles for a second, but he pulls out his he channels.
All right.
Bingham takes a moment, like he lands not in the grease because he knows he cast it there. He moves over here and lands on the ground. Listens around. Is there anything else I can't see?
No,
I'm gonna pull
Cormac.
out the break enchantment wand. I'm gonna get rid of this shit. Hopefully.
All right.
Let's see. I gotta figure this out. So the break enchantment wand it's got a lot of charges, but it's a pretty low cast level. So I'm probably gonna have to use multiple charges, and it's gonna take several minutes. So maybe I don't actually do this quite yet because we might want to go like deal with the lulz, the elephant in the room, and by elephant I mean the lulz in
Yeah.
the room.
I realize
He's still writing away in his journal.
Because it's gonna take me a full minute to use break enchantment. I might have to use it multiple times, so it might be he's sitting here for several minutes. I mean, I guess if he's not doing anything, then I'll just start doing that.
Cormac kills everybody for 25.
All right.
All right, that
And-
over heals me, so I'm at full health.
Cormac looks like drained. Yeah, I mean he is fatigued right now,
Yeah.
but he like he just being brought
I
back.
can't tell because I am blind.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, I'm gonna try to break enchantment. So I spend a minute using break enchantment. What do you guys do during that minute while I'm break enchantmenting myself?
What do you guys do?
I'm gonna go over to Lulz.
I don't know what the caster level on the
Put my
blindness
hand on his shoulder.
So I don't know if that actually is gonna get
Okay,
rid of it
you
or not.
do, and when you do that, you feel something. Like it definitely feels like there's something there.
Oh.
Either you're the if it's an illusion, it's totally fool.
I
But
pull
he
my
stops
hand away.
writing, and he looks up at you, and he doesn't say anything. He just looks at you, very annoyed. Do you do anything else?
Gringham's playing with
Yeah,
a
I
wand.
look back at him very annoyed.
You guys are just annoyed with each other. Goddamn.
Have you tried pushing him over yet?
Cow tip him. He's a cow.
Cow tip him.
Yeah.
Your idea, you do it.
Gus will walk over to.
I don't because I am casting break enchantment off a wand. It takes a minute to do it. Does I don't know what the caster level on this blindness deafness was. So does a 22 beat 11 plus the caster level of this blindness deafness spell?
Barely.
Barely. All
'Cause
right.
the
I figured
caster
it
was a
might.
level 10 cleric.
Perfect. It just meets. I am no longer blind. Hey, no, I'm over here still. Cut that out.
All right, you're up there too, Gus. What do you do?
I remove my.
Cormac casts Shield of Faith on himself.
I can see clearly now the curse is gone.
And picks up
Keklepathe
his
is
greatsword.
over here behind Cormac and Jane. Keklepathe, they're looking at the book. Yeah, Wudukudu and Gus do appear by lulls.
Gus is going to see how well cow tipping works against a against this guy.
You're just gonna shove him?
Yeah, just knock him
Just gonna
over.
try to push him over.
Okay. Do you
like-
want to roll a bull rush, or are you just kind of like gently
Yeah,
trying
it'd
to
be
see
a
if
trip
like, he...
attempt, wouldn't it? Kind of. He's just knocking him
he'll-
prone, right?
You know what? Even though this weapon would not work as such normally, Gus is going to use his cane to try to trip up the
Okay, give me a CV.
esque guy. This is gonna be comical.
I believe in you.
Okay,
I shouldn't,
now I gotta go and
but
check
I do. If it doesn't work, I'll go flank with you, and then I'll cast True Strike, Spell Combat to trip. It'll be perfect. Guaranteed trip.
Yeah.
Aw.
20.
Oh,
20.
no.
Okay.
Minus whatever penalties are going to be applied for this.
You actually, it's not an awful trip attempt, but he stays where he is, riding on it. Well, he stays where he is, but you kind of almost do trip him.
And how does he look? How does he react to it?
He like kind of like as you try to trip him, and then he looks back at you, and he puts his hand on his journal, and he says, "I bet you think you're really funny, don't you?"
Please, I'm hilarious. I'm trying to figure out what is your deal. You're not. What is your deal? You let us do the fight, and just kind of just ignore us. You don't react to anything other than just a simple grumble.
He scoffs and says, "Bah, there's no
Yeah,
point.
like that.
There's no point in me getting involved. It's clear you won't be deterred by my silence or the pain of death."
Well, you must
Grab
be
his
just
journal
another
away from
clone,
him
correct?
while
Whoa,
they're
okay.
talking.
One at a time. Gus is trying to talk to him, and then Kudu's like, "Bah!"
Grab the journal. Yoink.
All right. He tries to hold on to it, but you grab it out of his hands. And Gus, what were you doing?
Gus just simply says,
As far as I'm concerned, you're just another clone, correct?
Hmm. He says, "A clone of that fool? Ha! You're sorely mistaken.
Are you the one true Lols?
I am indeed. I'm his sane half that he's left behind. I am the one true Count Hazerton Lowles."
Cormac thought. Another split personality part.
Vigram's
So-
like,
And he looks at Kudu, and he says, "Whatever you're going to do with it, just do it. I've got much more failures to catalog."
Okay. She opens it and starts reading it.
Okay. You open up to a random page, and here's something you read. You start reading about, Lowles is writing in his journal about how he once sought the esteem of his fellow scholars, but after losing favor and respect is when he started to dabble in the occult. And it makes it very plainly clear here that he has he is he is attempting to give the king in yellow the town of Thrushmore, so that he can gain enough power, not Lowell's, but the king in yellow, to become an outer god.
Okay.
And after that, there is much more loathing of supposedly Lowell's actions,
So
written by Lowell.
I'll turn to the allies and say, "Oh, this is very valuable information here. We need to read these."
And he says, of course it's valuable. I wrote it.
Part Cormac's head's just like, I want to
Saying
chop this
that,
dude's head
pretentious.
off. Be
So
done with
sane,
it.
he
But
doesn't care what's happening around him. He just wants to write in journals, but he's sane. So he says.
And he turns to Gus and says, yes. Sane and pretentious. That is Lowell's.
Does he seem to recognize us at all? Like me?
I mean, if it does, he's not really acknowledging you like it.
Yeah, that seems odd.
And he says, if you want to read more, then go ahead.
Hmm.
Now, the book that we're looking at on the map, is that his journal or
That's not
what?
the journal. That is a very ominous-looking, oddly bound tome.
The book
Just
here.
looking at it is foreboding.
Look, this foreboding-looking book.
Yes,
What
he
is
says. This is the instrument whereby that fool has sealed his fate.
It's probably looks how the Necronomicon would look if we found it, although I don't think this is it.
You idiot. It is it.
I don't believe you.
So,
That's why you were a fool.
I was afraid this was going to be in the Necronomicon. When you said he sealed his fate, can you describe what you mean?
He says, verily, in detail. And he goes on to tell you a very disdainful, very dry, sarcastic recounting of how Lowell, supposedly himself, used the occult rituals within the Necronomicon to power these obelisks within Neruzavin and literally tore open the fabric of space and time and flung himself to the stars, to the city of Carcosa.
I love this adventure path, because the enemy's personalities are helping defeat the enemy.
Maybe.
So,
Kind of.
Now, in this case, since the less than sane Lowell's has sealed his fate in such a way, the if we were to go ahead and try to utilize the book to head over that way ourselves, what is that going to end up doing to our souls, to our very psyche itself?
You all may be idiots, but you're not as big of an idiot as he is. He has sacrificed his soul and his sanity.
The circumstances that we need to get him stopped at all costs.
Then by all means, use the book. Travel to where he is.
And what of you? As if we destroy the other Lowells, what will happen with you?
He rubs his chin in his beard. And he says, all I can think about is exposing what a madman and what a wretch he is. That's why I'm writing and chronicling all of his idiotic endeavors and failures, to ruin him even more. But if you literally destroy him, well, you're kind of already doing my job.
Why were you left here?
I told
Easy
you.
to get to, though.
Easy to get to. Do you think I'm running?
I don't think that you see us as a particular threat under the circumstances, because we are not your enemy. I think that's how
Course
you
not.
see us at this point. As such, I
But
do
if
believe
Lawls
that
knew, like, this guy was gonna write a journal about all the things he's doing, you think he would let that happen?
If you're asking the guy, is that who you're asking?
we're dealing with two different psyches here.
Everybody who has knowledge arcana, give me a knowledge arcana.
And you know what, Gus? Just for lulz, is going to is going to add his +6 into the mix.
So, all three of you, you're beginning to figure out who or what it is you're looking at and talking with. So, the Yellow King that you met before was a part of Lowell's shattered psyche. When he delved too deep and let like a mad part of him like surface, one of his psyche's defense mechanisms was to get rid of part of him, and that was the part of him that thought like so like superly highly of himself, because that's what the Yellow King is. He's an exaggeration of him. What you're looking at now is Lowell's psyche, you're correct, splitting off again. Except this is the part of him that is grounded in reality. Where before that you had met Lowell's superego in the Yellow King, you're talking with nothing but his. This is an alter ego. And this Lowell's is alive, but he's not flesh and blood. He just looks and like feels and smells. He's actually a construct.
Oh, okay.
And an alter ego's sole purpose is it fixates on the other part of it that spawned it, and it obsessively pursues these short-term goals based on like ruining their other self.
So now, does this mean that it is split from it completely, or is it just that it is just a more of a branch, but the original, but that part is still with the real physical lulz?
In most cases, when an alter ego is created, nothing actually happens. Like very little actually happens to the host. But you think in this situation, like Lowell's ego has completely split from him, and whatever Lowell's traveled through the stars is nothing but id. It's just desire.
So what I'm understanding at this point, the other self is nothing but your id. You are the more realistic, well-grounded reality of laws, but you're still not the true laws in terms of physicality. You're probably just the most, but you're probably the most true in this, at least in my opinion, to what one would consider a sane one would be. No offense, of course, just observations.
He says, it doesn't matter to me what terminology you use or how your pathetic mind comes to grips with this.
Ideally, if it weren't for the circumstances, I'd be picking your brain for, and exchanging knowledge. But it's not the type of thing that you yourself are necessarily seeking, unless it's to further your goal. Nonetheless,
He
He
laughs and
looks.
says, "Ha! An autopsy. It would be the most. It'd be the most valuable thing that this mind of mine. That's how it'd be the most valuable. As if someone literally picked it apart."
not my approach of doing things. I usually prefer to probe one's mind through
More
more
delicate matters.
uh, more of matters that actually keep one's body and mind still intact. I'm a little bit. Let's just say I'm a bit more gentle on the approach. Nonetheless, my means are still effective.
He folds his
However,
arms and looks at Kudu because she still has the journal, and says, "Whatever it is you're here to do or learn, do it quick. I've much more to catalog."
let me take a look at that journal really quick.
Well,
If
I
there's anything,
think we should camp here and read the crap out of his journals and rest.
we're
Let's
going to
keep him
definitely need to
company.
rest. Yeah, I don't think he's the type of person that wants company. I think he's going to prefer the enjoyment of solitude.
Oh, I don't care what he prefers, but there are tents and supposedly supplies here, maybe?
He somewhat agrees with Kudu and gangs up on Gus and says, "You think I care about what you do?"
He honestly just kept writing in his journal while we're fighting a battle like 10 feet away. I don't think he gives a shit.
So, nonetheless, I'll take a. If there's any particularly useful information in that journal, I could memorize a couple of entries. So, when you're done, I'll take a look at it. We'll go ahead and rest up. Get if there's any useful supplies, we'll make use of them. It's not like the fungal zombies down there are going to be making any use of it. So, the only one that's going to be making any use would be probably Lowell's, and that's not even going to be any of the food-related supplies, if any. Got it. I'm making assumptions, of course, but nonetheless, let's just rest. We certainly need it, especially if we're going to continue going after idlols.
If you keep his journal, then he rummages through his big old coat and he pulls out like several pieces of parchment, and then he just continues scribbling
Write
on.
on that instead. Yeah.
And he's muttering and grumbling about how he's like, "We're gonna have to do this work twice." It's like we're transcribing onto the journal.
Back, just add those pages in, you whiner.
If it makes you feel any better, I could give you a book on philosophy.
He just gives us a simple smirk while saying that, just curious on the reaction.
He says, "Oh yes, philosophy. What good that will do. Look at all the good it's done so far."
Yeah, not very much good, but it is fascinating reads.
Puts it away, but and goes and says,
The other thing that I could say here is, yeah,
actually, no. He would.
So you guys are
He would
gonna
just
read through the
let's just
journal.
leave it at that. Gus will be reading through after Kudu's done reading through.
All right, so I'm gonna give you guys some information. So just listen up. It's gonna take a while of reading.
Can I do something? Can Cormac do something real quick before?
Sure.
He's gonna walk over to those double doors and close them.
All right, you do.
Because there's still that fungus that's still alive in there, and if we're gonna camp out right here, we better close those doors so it doesn't just come back and kill us.
There you go. You
The
close
other
them.
thing I'll say is that Gus will be utilizing Memorize Page, the Memorize Page spell to memorize certain important details here. Now,
Okay.
I don't know if what you're about to read is going to be pertaining to that or not, but this has been his intentional plan.
All right, that's fine with me. All you
Yeah.
have to do is tell me that you're doing it. Use
Yeah.
your spell slots, and I'll give it to you because I'm gonna be reading basically like in game. You're reading like multiple pages, but you'll retain like the more important.
Yeah, and I'm actually just checking to see on how many castings he's got to work with and how many.
So
Okay, he can memorize.
as you guys read through the journal, you kind of go towards the entries that are like kind of the more recent ones. He was talking about like lulls before like most of this, like the very early like failures of lulls. But you guys kind of go towards the entries talking about after he departed Thrushmore. And this is where his writing starts to be, or his mindset starts to become increasingly frenetic. The things recorded down here are mostly with Lowell's excitement at the acquisition of the Necronomicon, his gleeful abandonment of Miacnian Mun, and his initial discoveries while setting forth for the Parchlands. It's written down here that each morning he was recording his dreams and expressing waning interest in his scholarly discoveries and greater obsession with a being called Jamin.
I'm gonna just butcher the spelling on that.
I spelled it.
Well, that's completely different than how I spelled it.
That's okay. So according to Lowell's writing about Lowell's, this eldritch being known as Jamin dwells within the Parchlands, where it is gathering strength and gathering the converts it needs to awaken and consume the world. And rather than expressing dismay, the Count has conveyed his other half's fanatic delight, writing of his desire to call to the Black Star and make our two worlds one under the yellow sign.
Interesting. How many memorized pages will that utilize?
I mean, what's your maximum number that you can get with the cast?
He has 7 casts available of it, and he can learn 1 page at a time per cast, but he can memorize up to 7 pages, and he can replace any of his old memorizations with whatever's
just do
the
3,
7.
because there's 3 main points that you get out of this.
Okay.
So the first main point that I already told you guys, or that you guys already gleaned, is that Lowell's is obsessed with more than one Eldritch Master. One of them is Jamin, who he is planning on offering himself to, so that his other master, Hoster, can gain enough power to become an outer god.
Okay.
The second big thing you learn from this is that, much like Thrushmore, the city of Neruzavin holds 3 obelisks called Star Stellae that the Count awakened in order to perform the ritual to travel to the Black Star. And the third major point is that upon completing the ritual, Lowell's plan to travel to the unholy domain of the King in Yellow, where he hoped to attune its star stele and offer Galarian to his new master.
Now, since these are going to be page memorizations, during some off time, I may ask you to probably send me like an actual like physical copy or print
Sure.
copy at that point. Just because these are going to be all details that he's going to try to memorize to a point that I don't know if they're going to be handouts or whatever the case is, but
Yeah, I'll get them to you.
yeah.
So, with all this knowledge known, Kaklatath finally speaks up and says something. They express great dismay. And Kaklatath says, the King in Yellow is an immensely powerful demigod, served by aberrant beasts of all kind. Zaemon was his most powerful weapon. It is a foul, fungal entity that consumed entire worlds and siphoned their essence to grow the unspeakable one's realm. My people, the Yithians, have fought the Yellow King's servants throughout time and space, since time immemorial. We believed Jaemondor destroyed, and its remains obliterated. But if that name is known here on Galarian, it is likely the Great Old One may lie here dormant, yet still dangerous, perhaps in this very city.
That's what Kaklatath says?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's very concerning.
So we don't stay here after all?
Kaklatath says to you, Kudu, when you say that pursuing Lowell's is of the utmost importance now. His scheme can corrupt this entire world.
And this is Casimir that he went to?
But a great old one?
Carcosa.
Might be
Carcosa.
Yes, Kaklatath nods to Kudu.
Carcosa. Okay, so then what does Gus know anything about Carcosa?
You can give me a knowledge, either history, or you can give me knowledge planes. And I will answer more of Kudu's question here while you do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kaklatath explains to Kudu and to everyone else that, yes, I fear that one great old one is here in this very city. The great race of Yith won a victory on Galarian eons ago, when snakes strode upon legs and humanity was young. We destroyed most of the King in Yellow servants and sealed others deep beneath this earth. Few of us remain behind as guardians, myself among them, slumbering in wait should Galarian come under attack once more. The fact that I am unable to return to my natural body suggests that something has destroyed my slumbering fellow Yithians. Something is stirring.
Would it be possible to scry to find out the status of your body?
Use him as a
Kaklatath-
scrying material?
Kaklatath scrunches their face and says, divining such information is dangerous.
Never stuck
Perhaps.
this before.
Well, it's never necessarily stopped me. At the same time, I think our resources for circumstances are going to be rather thin, so it might be advised to wait on that idea. It's something I'll consider, though. We're willing to take the risk if it means trying to find out if we can return you to your actual body, of course.
So, Gus, here's what you know about Carcosa, but you don't actually know it by.
And keep in mind that
But-
I applied the
Your D6.
my D6
Yeah,
and my additional 6. So yeah, 43 total.
Okay, yeah. You don't know it by name, Carcosa, but you know it now. What you have read in your studies, though, is that great old ones, these eldritch horrors, they live on these worlds and planes like far away from your own. These places where they almost lie dead / asleep for eternities until they awaken. You've heard of one such place, but you know it by its more. You know it by another name. It's called the Parasite City.
Oh,
And this parasite city feeds upon societies and cultures, not like how a person feeds on food, but it gains power and sustenance from the greed and avarice and luxury and decadence of societies, and it assimilates them into it, so that its slumbering master, the king in yellow, can slowly gain strength, and that strength would eventually become a terrible apotheosis, one that could create an outer god.
That puts a few things together here. So, it seems that Carcosa is the place of basically the Parasite City. I read about this at one point. This place basically it feeds on culture and society, all the sins of it, all of the it devours all the things wrong with some of the various parts of society and culture, that just like the decadence of it. And as such, this feeding powers up the king in yellow, makes him beyond powerful, and could birth an outer god. This is a very foreboding circumstance.
Indeed.
If we're gonna rest, we're gonna have to rest. We'll need to start our rest now and head out immediately after we finish. I mean, like, get whatever rest you can to get your strength back.
As you say that, Kaklatath also points to the book that this Lulz, Ego Lulz, says is the Necronomicon, and Kaklatath says that that book is the only tome that has the ritual that Lulz used to travel to the Black Star. It is evil, but we need it.
Right now, it's simply a tool that is to be used to defeat a great evil. We must. If we're going to use it, we have to use it with caution. This is probably going to tear out our minds, destroy a lot of our psyche.
And as you say that, Gus, Kaklatath puts their hands to their head, covering their ears, and she starts to cringe and groan, like as if she's or they're in pain.
What's
Kakoteth,
going
are you
on?
okay?
Gus checks up on Kakoteth and
Okay, the old fragile woman is shuddering violently, and Kaklotath is groaning. We must go. Can't you hear it?
So we need to go
No,
now.
I don't
And-
hear anything.
And yet, you guys don't hear anything. There's just this mild whistling of wind. But as their seizures get worse, you all start to hear this whistling wind intensifying. You can even feel it like on your arms, like on the back of your necks, how like there
Like the
is some
hairs
kind of
rise?
mysterious wind. Yeah.
Gus is going to regret this, but he's going to attempt a mind probe on Kakoteth to see what he can see.
Okay. You do that. You mind probe Kaklotath. And for a moment, your own mind is like flung to the inky blackness of the stars, but eventually, like twinkles, brighten. But amid those twinkling of stars, you start to see these creatures, these massive, bloated, tumorous, multi-mouthed creatures flying through the blackness of space, and accompanying them is this terrible howling of wind, where the vacuum of space should just get rid of it, but no. They come. And to everybody else, this stone lid upon this is cracking.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh, this is bad news.
He's not
And
even noticing.
Kaklotath is saying, the seals, they're weakening.
Shit.
Does Gus gather anything else from the mind probing?
No, you're just seeing images of these creatures and how awful they look. But nothing can compare to the real thing. And what we're going to end on tonight is the stone lid of that well, it bursts.
Bursts.
Yep. The stone just goes boom everywhere. And there's this like maddening trumpeting of wind blowing all about, and this thing ascends into the air above you guys.
Yep. I don't know if we can fight this thing. We don't have anything left.
That's on the cover of the book.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That is a
I mean, I got some spells, but
I can keep pushing myself a bit more, but I don't.
I know
want
like
to.
Cormac is actually out of spells. He's got level 1 spells left in that.
This is one of those creatures where it's like,
Weapon
this
time,
is as
Cormac.
crafty and as you can get.
I do have 2 domain spells out, Shout and Blade Barrier, but other than that, it's all
Blade
level 1
Barrier
spells.
might work.
Yeah.
Here, I don't know. Because
Maybe it won't actually fight us. It'll just
Fly
run past
away.
us and go destroy the world.
Well, we're not even
But if we
like
don't-
we're in this weird place right now, though. So we're not even like in the world.
It'll fly through that door. It just I figured
everything's
it
gonna
out.
be fine.
Yeah, but did you see
fine.
what was beyond that
You-
door, and then beyond that door,
I'm
and
smart.
You say that,
I don't know.
Fingrim, but this nauseating, tapered tower of flesh, eyes, and tendrils it coiling through the air and surrounded by a strange vortex of sucking wind, it narrows all of its gazes upon you.
Oh, okay. It's just gonna kill me.
Oh man.
It seems like it is. It may have an aberrant mind, but that aberrant mind says, it screams genocide.
Alright, well, whatever. I can, we can just get party wiped. That can happen. It'll be
Maybe it might happen, but we'll have to find out next week.
fine. Yeah. I'm not very confident about this next fight. I think we barely got out of that last one.
Yeah, this is going to be boding not very good for us.
I mean, I have emergency force sphere and teleport still up, so like I can probably not die if I really want.
Well, everybody but Cormac can get out of there because everybody still has Windwalk, and you have teleport.
Oh yeah,
Cormac,
you guys have Windwalk as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me give you guys experience. It's going to be a decent chunk because you got through that encounter and I mean, it's not literally in your hands, but you've sort of recovered. You have the Necronomicon sort of. You have access to it.
I can stab somebody for it now, at least. With my returning spear of force.
Yeah. Don't worry. There's even more experience to be gained if you kill this.
Oh.
All right. Each of you gains 22,400 experience.
I also have calcific touch, so maybe I can just turn it to stone. That's the other option. Hopefully, I can just turn it to stone.
Oh yeah, it'll be great. Just great.
We'll make the
It'll be
most
great.
beautiful statue that the world has ever seen.
Okay. I mean,
If
maybe,
that's
I
what you
don't
want to call it.
I mean, yeah,
know.
it's
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
it's
Beholders.
beautiful.
Oh no, we're fucked.
Beholders.
Oh
shit.
no, not those. Anything but that.
Beholders are so beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
They
maybe
think so.
we'll see. We'll see. I know. I mean, Cormac can still rage again. He's probably his fatigue
Yeah.
wore off because it only lasts for a few rounds. So he can at least like be like a
Well,
crappy fighter.
I can also rage while fatigued.
Oh, okay. Well, there
He
you go.
has
then.
the thing.
So yeah, you can be like a lower BAB barbarian. So you got that going for. Well, sort of.
And putting
You still have
more
destructive
damage
spike,
into
too.
it.
You could be
Yeah.
like a vital strike barbarian kind of,
Yeah.
sort of. You could kind of do some stuff.
But anyway, that's the game for tonight.
Kudu could still blast it, and then I
We
don't
have
know.
advanced the story a little bit more.
Gus can do Gus things.
I do things.
Do
They're
Gus
good
things.
I think the coolest part of tonight is that you've met Lowell's ego.
Yeah, that was
He's
interesting.
fascinating.
Or maybe okay. I have actually surprisingly have a lot of spells left because I just
Now,
got
if only you
situations
could
where I
get
couldn't
the
use them.
super ego, the ego, and the id back together, you can reform Lowell's like
Voltron?
the most unimpressive
Well,
Voltron.
we have
Voltron.
we have two of them. Like we have access to two of them now. We know where two of them are. Just need the third one.
The one we're just currently dealing with is just like, and I form the head.
Well, as Gus has very accurately described, the id is the most dangerous.
Oh yeah. I
Alright,
played
sweet.
enough Xenogears. Ids are terrifying.
Alright, I'm gonna
I'm
hop
glad
off.
someone got that. Thank you.
Take care, Grim.
All right, you guys have a good one, and Matt, I will see you tomorrow.
I'm gonna
See you
go
tomorrow.
punish myself some more by playing Dragon Age Inquisition.
All right. Well, I'll see you.
Why do I
Secret
do
tomorrow
this to
morning.
myself? I don't actually
Yeah.
know. It's a mystery.
I'm gonna play some Pokemon.
That might be more fun than Dragon Age 3. Maybe.
Probably.